manner without harming the shivling. The present Wazukhana that is protected after the order of the Supreme Court, in which the Hindu side is claiming that it is the shivling of Adi Vishneshwar, and the Muslim side is calling it a fountain. The petition that was filed by the Hindu side, where there has been a demand to open the sealed area in Gyanvapi also. And this is the latest development in this case, where the Hindu side has filed a fresh plea in the top court demanding ASI survey of Wazukhana. Ajay Dubey is live with us on the broadcast to give us more details of this plea. Over to you, Ajay.
जी बिल्कुल, ये हिंदू पक्ष सुप्रीम कोर्ट पहुंचा है और महत्वपूर्ण मांग एएसआई सर्वे की रिपोर्ट जिस दिन सामने आई थी उसके बाद ही ये भूमिका पूरी स्पष्ट होती हुई दिखी थी। सुप्रीम कोर्ट से सील एरिया में कथित शिवलिंग और वजूखाने क्षेत्र का भी एएसआई वैज्ञानिक सर्वे कराने की मांग है। ये मांग इतनी महत्वपूर्ण क्यों हो जाती है क्योंकि हिंदू पक्ष ये दावा कर रहा है कि जो सील किया हुआ वजूखाने का एरिया है उसमें जो एक आकृति मिली है उसे कथित तौर पर हिंदू पक्ष शिवलिंग कह रहा है। इंतजामिया कमेटी मुस्लिम पक्ष से वजूखाने का फव्वारा कह रहा है। इसके अब एएसआई और वैज्ञानिक सर्वे कराने की मांग की गई है। सुप्रीम कोर्ट से सील क्षेत्र में सर्वे पर रोक लगाने के आदेश को वापस लेने के लिए कहा गया है। इससे पहले आपको बताते चले कि जब पूरी प्रक्रिया चल रही थी उसी दौरान सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो सील किया हुआ एरिया था उसके सर्वे करने पर रोक लगा रखी थी और अब उसी कड़ी में सुप्रीम कोर्ट से हिंदू पक्ष ने ये मांग की है। अर्जी में कृत्रिम दीवारों से सील किए गए वाराणसी मस्जिद के 10 तहखानों को खोलने और एएसआई द्वारा सर्वेक्षण की इजाजत देने की मांग की गई है। देखिए, अब जिन जगहों के एएसआई की मांग की जा रही है, न्यायालय जो वाराणसी का न्यायालय है उनकी तरफ से जब सर्वे की टीम बनाई गई तो इन सभी जगहों का जो है सर्वे किया गया था, वीडियोग्राफी की गई थी, फोटोग्राफी की गई थी, वकीलों की टीम पहुंची थी। उस दौरान काफी सारे एविडेंस दावा किया गया था वकीलों की टीम से कि मिले थे, लेकिन अब वैज्ञानिक प्रक्रिया से जो सर्वे कराना है एएसआई का उसे कराने के ऑर्डर की मांग हिंदू पक्ष की तरफ से सुप्रीम कोर्ट से की गई है।
Ajay Dubey there getting us the details of the latest plea that has been filed in the Gyanvapi case, where the Hindu side is demanding ASI survey of Wazukhana, and the plea states that ASI survey must be conducted of the shivling. What's expected further, Ajay, in terms of how this matter will be taken in the court?
देखिए, अब जो एएसआई सर्वे की रिपोर्ट सामने आ गई है, सार्वजनिक हो गई है, उसके बाद ये मामला पूरा अलग जो है इसमें लीगल प्रोसेसिंग और प्रोसीडिंग होगी। इसमें महत्वपूर्ण अब क्या हो जाता है, महत्वपूर्ण हो जाता है कि पहले जो एक सर्वे वाराणसी की कोर्ट के ऑर्डर के आधार पर कराया गया था, जिन जिन इलाकों का सर्वे किया गया था, काफी सारे एविडेंस, तस्वीरें, टूटे हुए शिवलिंग की तस्वीरें, टूटी हुई मूर्तियों की विग्रह की तस्वीरें, एक जो पुरातन मंदिर था उसकी तस्वीरें, वो सब सामने आई थी। अब की जो सर्वे कराया गया छोड़ के, चाहे वो वजूखाने हो या तहखाने हो, उनको छोड़कर एएसआई सर्वे तमाम हिस्से का कराया गया। सुप्रीम कोर्ट की तरफ से जो रोक थी अब उसे हटाने की मांग हिंदू पक्ष कह रहा है। एएसआई सर्वे में जो बात कोर्ट सर्वे में सामने आई थी वो बात सामने आ चुकी है, वैज्ञानिक पद्धति के जरिए बात वापस आ चुकी है बार बात। तो अब ऐसा कहना है जो हिंदू साइड है उसका कि अब इस मामले में सुप्रीम कोर्ट को जो जगह रह गई है, चाहे वो वजूखाना हो चाहे वो तहखाने हो, उन जगहों के भी सर्वे कराने का ऑर्डर देना चाहिए। तो उनकी मांग जो एएसआई एविडेंस आए उसके बाद मजबूत होती हुई दिखाई दे रही है।
All right, Ajay, thank you for getting us those details. On that note, we step into a short commercial break. Also, a quick check of what's lined up on the other side. Pro-Hindu groups take to the streets of Mandya amid the ongoing flag row. Section 144 order in the district.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rakshita Mishra.
Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar visited Sri Aurobindo Ashram in Puducherry. Jagdeep Dhankar was accompanied by Lieutenant Governor Tamilisai Soundararajan. The Union Territory government stepped up security across the city ahead of his two-day visit. After the Mandya district administration brought down the Hanuman flag hoisted by Gram Panchayat board, the locals and BJP and JDS workers protested the incident. The Karnataka government imposed Section 144 across the area, and security has been heightened in Keragodu village. BJP and JDS workers staged a protest in Keragodu village, Mandya, against the removal of Hindu flag by the Mandya district administration after it was hoisted by the Gram Panchayat board. Heavy force has been deployed in the area. Ahead of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly polls, Democratic Progressive Azad Party Chairman Ghulam Nabi Azad promised to reintroduce the Roshni scheme if his party wins. He further promised to grant 5 marlas of land to people residing along the Indo-Pakistan border in Jammu and Kashmir.
जो कानून मैंने ही बनाया था रोशनी का, उस रोशनी के कानून को हम दोबारा बनाएंगे और जितने भी हमारे, चाहे वो किसी भी धर्म का हो, किसी भी जाति।
Union Minister Shantanu Thakur addressing a booth workers meeting in Kakdweep in West Bengal stated CAA will be implemented across all states including West Bengal. He added that this implementation will be taking place within a week. On tea industry, expectations from interim Union Budget 2024, Chairman of Bharatiya Chai Parishad said subsidies cannot help an industry if it wants to be self-sustainable. He added that commerce industry needs to ensure that exports are increased to help the tea industry. Time now for a short commercial break. On the other side, pro-Hindu groups take to the streets of Mandya amid the ongoing flag row. Section 144 has been imposed.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
Thank you for staying with Republic. And well, a massive fire broke out at a police training school in Delhi. Emergency responders swiftly brought the blaze under control, deploying 8 fire department vehicles to the scene promptly. The cause of the fire is not clear yet, and the police are continuing their investigation. No casualties have been reported in the incident so far. Here are all the details.
A massive fire broke out in the police training school in Delhi. Eight vehicles from the fire department immediately reached the spot and brought the fire under control. Around 200 four-wheelers and 250 two-wheelers caught fire, but no casualties were reported in the incident. The cause of the fire is not yet clear, and the police are investigating the matter.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
Viewers, we love it. Breaking up Shivangi Shukla, getting you the latest coming in this Monday afternoon. Many updates coming in. Some breaking news lined up for you as well. We'll get you to the top of that. But first, the headlines we're tracking right now.
एक बड़ी चैलेंज होती है लिखना, कितना याद रहा, सही रहा, गलत रहा, सही लिखते हैं, गलत लिखते, तो वो तो बात का विषय है। आप अपना ध्यान प्रैक्टिस में इस पर कीजिए।
PM Modi interacts with students at Pariksha Pe Charcha, addresses concerns over trust deficit and exam stress. Big development in Gyanvapi case. Hindu side files fresh plea in top court, demands ASI survey of Vazukhana. Pro-Hindu groups take to the streets of Mandya and chant slogans of Jai Shri Ram amid the ongoing flag rout. This is despite officials implementing a Section 144 order in the district. Big relief for Chandrababu Naidu. Supreme Court dismisses Andhra government's plea challenging Naidu's anticipatory bail. UP CM Yogi Adityanath reviews the preparations in Ayodhya. This ahead of visit of ministers from BJP ruled states. After CM Hemant Soren escaped summons, the ED now raids his residence in the alleged illegal mining case. Well, breaking news coming in right now. This is in record with the UCC implementation. Dhami tweets and I quote here. Our government has always been committed to implementing the Uniform Civil Code in the state in accordance with the vision of a respected Prime Minister. The committee formed to prepare the draft of the Uniform Civil Code will submit its draft to the state government on Feb 2nd, and we will implement the Uniform Civil Code in the state by bringing a bill in the upcoming assembly session. Let's go ahead and play out what the Uttarakhand CM had to say.
यूसीसी हमारा इस विधानसभा का जो चुनाव 2022 में उत्तराखंड का था, उसमें हमारा संकल्प था देवभूमि उत्तराखंड की देवतुल्य जनता के सामने हमने ये अपना संकल्प रखा। उस संकल्प को पूरा करने के लिए देवभूमि की जनता ने हमको आशीर्वाद दिया, सरकार में आने का मौका दिया और हमने ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए कमेटी का गठन किया। जस्टिस रंजना प्रकाश देसाई जी की अध्यक्षता में कमेटी बनी। कमेटी ने अपना काम पूरा कर लिया है और उन्होंने हमको बताया है कि 2 तारीख को वो हमको ड्राफ्ट दे देंगे और उनका ड्राफ्ट देने के बाद उसका आकलन करेंगे, उसको मंत्रिमंडल में लाएंगे। उसके बाद विधानसभा में जो विधेयक बनने की दिशा में, एक्ट बनने की दिशा में जो कार्रवाई होती है, उस कार्रवाई को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
All right, viewers, getting some more updates coming in. Massive protests are happening in Mandya. Now, this is regarding the saffron flag issue which took place. And these protests, the issue is intensifying every minute with hundreds of villagers staging up protests, raising slogans Jai Shri Ram from Keragodu village to the DC's office in Mandya. The member of Hindu outfits, BJP, JDS leaders are extending support to protest and accompanying them. Now, so what we see right now is a massive protests are happening in Mandya. And the saffron flag issue is getting bigger and bigger. Massive protest in Mandya with the flag hoisting issue. And we have been telling you this morning, viewers, that the situation has remained tense there because of this issue. And what we can tell you also is that the situation is something that is escalating. Karnataka flag row is escalated. Let's go straight to my colleague Prajwal, who's joining us. Prajwal, take us through what is happening there in Mandya, because what we see is that more protests are taking place.
Absolutely, Shivangi. It is not only Mandya where the protests have taken place. We had also earlier reported from Bengaluru city. There are also protests going on in Kolar as well as across all the district headquarters in the state of Karnataka as well. So this has now become a full-scale political tug-of-war between the BJP and the Congress party in the state too, with all of them going ahead and pointing fingers. And to give more ammo to the BJP, it's also the JDS party and a few independent MLAs too who are now being seen with the BJP party. Right now in Mandya, despite the fact that, as you were earlier mentioning, that section 144, which are prohibitory orders which has been imposed now, the crowd did go ahead and take a march for around 7.5 to 8 kilometers. State of Karnataka as well, and this was planned for morning 10. But now what is happening is that we are seeing such instances of mobs going ahead and trying to lay siege to the DC's office from across Karnataka as well. And on the other hand, we are also seeing a few of the independent MLAs directly pointing at Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and also stating that it is the administration and the government of Karnataka, including the Chief Minister with his anti-Hindu stance, who is provocating the people over there, irrespective of their caste community as well, because they are pointing out that Hindus, Muslims and Christians, all of them are coming together and protesting against the government move as well. Because remember that this particular flag which was removed on Saturday, and later at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, the tricolor was hoisted. So they're questioning that why was the tricolor hoisted in the afternoon? It is not supposed to be hoisted in the afternoon. There are certain protocols when the national flag is hoisted as well, and therefore they're saying that the Congress has not only insulted the sentiments of the Hindus, but they're also going ahead and insulting the sentiments of all the Indians by disrespecting the national flag and the tricolor as well. So this particular march where you are seeing where the local BJP leaders are also pointing fingers at the Mandya MLA Ravi Ganiga and saying that it was he who was responsible, and on his orders and instructions several of these so-called Congress workers have gone ahead and lodged a complaint, and therefore the government took action. But all in all, when you look at the sort of permission letters which Republic has exclusively accessed now, we get to understand that permission was in fact given only for hoisting the tricolor as well as the state flag too, and permission was not taken to go ahead and hoist the Hanuman flag, the Hanuman flag as well. But questions are still, there are still questions as to what was the confusion now, because one of the trust members who had got this particular permission states that in the permission letter which was first given to him, there was no mention of it, but according to the latest permission letters that we have accessed, it clearly mentions that only the tricolor and the state flag should be hoisted, and there should be absolutely no problem, because this is happening in front of a religious institution and it might result in provoking the feelings of other communities as well.
Right. If you could take our viewers through, Prajwal, also what is really happening in terms of the reactions coming in from both the BJP and the Karnataka government. Just take us through about the reactions.
So far, Shivangi, we have spoken to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Siddaramaiah. He says that, I am a Hindu, I am an Indian. We are not against the Hindu community. We are not against the majoritarian community. The BJP does not need to go ahead and give colors over here trying to spew venom and hatred. And secondly, now we also have a minister by the name of Mr. Priyank Kharge, who's the son of the AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, who's gone ahead and alleged that for all these years, the BJP and the Sangh Parivar used Dakshina Kannada as well as the Malnad region to go ahead and spread terror and hatred there and try to encash on it for the sake of politics. Now they have also moved to the old Mysuru region, and the best example is what is exactly happening in Mandya, because they are going ahead and fanning the fire, is what Priyank Kharge states. Meanwhile, the opposition on the other hand, including the former Chief Minister of Karnataka, H.D. Kumaraswamy, he states that this is a government which is not only against Hindus, but it is also against the constitution. It is also against the sovereignty of India in itself, because they're also disrespecting the national flag. And he's also gone ahead and made 3 points over here. He states that Siddaramaiah should come out very clean and state as to when this particular permission was given, because this has been sanctioned already on the 17th of January. There has been 2 letters over here. One letter states that the permission has been given but does not give the specifics of it, and a second letter which has been released by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah where the specifics of it has been released along with the signatures of the trust members as well. So these are the questions posed by Kumaraswamy. Meanwhile, leader of opposition R. Ashoka as well as the BJP state president B.Y. Vijayendra have slammed Siddaramaiah as well as D.K. Shivkumar too, going ahead and stating that the Congress government has it in their DNA to hate the Hindus, and this is what they are doing for the sake of politics, because Lok Sabha polls are around the corner.
All right. Prajwal has earlier filed a report from where the protest took place. Take a look at this report filed by my colleague Prajwal.
The BJP workers are protesting in a massive way at the Mysore Bank Circle regarding the Hanuma Dwaja row as well, and many of them are being taken away from the Mysore Bank Circle out here, and you can go ahead and witness the sort of tensions as well as the ruckus that you're going ahead and witnessing on the screens as well, because the majority of them were protesting over here, and they stated that this particular government is against Hindus, and they were also planning, hundreds of these workers were also planning to go ahead and and Gerav, the DC's office as well. So you can go on and see the sort of ruckus that is being witnessed out there on the screens as well, with chants of Jai Shri Ram coming in with more of them shouting Jai Shri Ram as well, because they state that the permission was taken by many of the Hindu groups to go ahead and hoist the Hanuman flag as well, but seems like it has not happened. So more and more people are leaving now. You can go on, look at it. You can see the sort of ruckus which is going out there on our screens as well. So this clearly goes ahead and shows as to how things have escalated quickly in the state of Karnataka, as more and more people are being picked in. We're also looking in at many of these BJP workers at Mysore Bank Circle trying to push them away as well. So this clearly goes ahead and gives an idea of how things are too, because the BJP is stating that this will not be the only protest, but they will be protesting across the entire state of Karnataka too, at all the district headquarters. Okay, so that is a mark of protest out there as well. So many of these BJP cadres are being picked off, they're being bundled off and taken away. We saw several of the senior leaders also coming in, but definitely this particular issue has now been escalated, not only in Bengaluru or not only in Mandya, but it is also moving in across to all the district headquarters. With video journalist Sadan and Lalu Prasad reporting for Republic from Bengaluru.
As tensions flare up in Mandya, the Karnataka CM, meanwhile, has called this an unnecessary issue. Let's listen in to what the Karnataka CM said about this issue a short while back.
ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ದೇನು ತಕರಾರಿಲ್ಲ.
Viewers, getting some more breaking updates coming in. Supreme Court extends stay on Allahabad High Court order appointing commission for the Shahi Eidgah Mosque in connection with Mathura's Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Eidgah Masjid dispute to continue to the next date of hearing. The Supreme Court adjourns hearing on the matter relating to Mathura's Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Eidgah Masjid dispute for April. So the latest coming in this case, viewers, what we see right now is that development coming in where Supreme Court has extended the stay on Allahabad High Court order appointing commission for the Shahi Eidgah Mosque in connection with the Mathura's Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Eidgah Masjid dispute. And the Supreme Court has adjourned the hearing on the matter. Let's go to Ajay Dubey, who's joining us right now. Ajay, I'm coming to you as we are getting our viewers' top updates in the Krishna Janmabhoomi case. Take us through exactly what has happened. Supreme Court has decided to extend the stay on the Allahabad High Court's order appointing a commission for the Shahi Eidgah Mosque concerning the Mathura Sri Krishna Janmabhoomi Shahi Eidgah dispute.
जी बिल्कुल, इलाहाबाद हाईकोर्ट ने इस मामले में जो सर्वे की बात कही थी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने उस पर तरीके की रोक लगा रखी थी और अब इस रोक को और बढ़ा दिया गया है, इसको एक्सटेंड कर दिया गया है। इलाहाबाद के हाईकोर्ट के उस ऑर्डर पर रोक कुछ लंबे समय के लिए एक्सटेंड कर दिया गया है और अब लगभग ये माना जा रहा है कि अप्रैल में जाकर इसके ऊपर सुनवाई की जाएगी। देखिए, जो मथुरा जन्मभूमि विवाद है, इसके अब दो पहलू हो गए हैं। एक न्यायिक प्रक्रिया चल रही है, दूसरा पॉलिटिकल पहलू भी हो गया है। न्यायिक प्रक्रिया के तहत जहां पे इलाहाबाद की हाईकोर्ट ने इसके सर्वे कराने की बात कही थी, सर्वे जो कि न्यायिक सर्वे तरीके का सर्वे होगा जिसमें जो टीम बनाने की बात की गई थी, वकीलों की टीम गठित करने की बात की गई थी, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने रोक लगाई थी। रोक को उसे और एक्सटेंड कर दिया है। अब देखना होगा कि कब इस मामले में अगला जो फैसला है देखने को मिलेगा।
All right, thank you so much for joining us there, Ajay, getting us top updates, the latest coming in on the Krishna Janmabhoomi case. Let's move ahead to the other stories we're tracking right now. Now, in a jolt coming in to the Farooq Abdullah-led party in the Jammu region, several key national conference leaders, including its Kathua district president, joined the BJP. Now, many supporters and district office bearers highlighted the BJP's commitment to the welfare of the people, irrespective of region or religion. Let's take a look at this report for more.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी जोरदार तालियों के साथ संजीव खजूरिया जी उर्फ रोमी खजूरिया जी का हम भारतीय जनता पार्टी में वेलकम करते हैं, स्वागत।
PM Modi addressed the 7th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi. Students, parents and teachers from across the nation interacted with him to discuss and overcome the stress arising from examinations. Ahead of the Pariksha Pe Charcha event, Prime Minister Modi inspected an exhibition at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi. UP CM Yogi Adityanath offered prayers at Hanuman Gadi Temple and Ram Janmabhoomi Temple in Ayodhya. Minister for External Affairs S. Jaishankar inaugurated the Indian Hotels Company Limited Skill Center in Gujarat. In his speech, he emphasized the growing significance of the region, noting that people from all over the country visit the Statue of Unity. Dr. Jaishankar encouraged hotel companies to establish establishments, commending IHCL for its commitment to establish both a hotel and a skill center. UP CM Yogi Adityanath reviews preparations in Ayodhya. This ahead of the visit of the ministers from BJP-ruled states. Stay tuned.
Amity has been ranked India's #1 private university for the 11th year by India Today, a testimony to Amity's world-class education whilst imbibing values and sanskars in students.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates.
Iran's foreign minister arrived in Pakistan to discuss the de-escalation of tensions in the Middle East following airstrikes by Tehran and Islamabad. The attack resulted in the death of at least 11 people and marked a significant escalation in the already tense relations between the two neighboring countries. Bullfights resumed in Mexico City with protesters gathered outside the arena. The country's highest court temporarily revoked its local ruling that had it sided with animal rights defenders. Resumption of bullfighting raised the expectations of fans. In their desperate search for water, residents of the northern Gaza refugee camp started collecting water from underground pipelines. The residents explained their plight, detailing how they have been digging in several places to find sources of water. The Lebanese militant group released footage targeting Israeli posts along the Israeli-Lebanon border. Hezbollah claimed that its fighters carried out 7 attacks on Israeli posts along the border. Senior Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf leader Malik Shah Mohammad Khan was attacked by an undercover ISI official and he is a former provincial minister of Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf. According to the report, the PTI leader is safe.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
Welcome back, viewers. Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley has hosted a rally at Coastal Carolina University in South Carolina. At the outset of the event, she responded to the recent attack in Jordan, condemning it as shameful, and led a prayer for the families of those who lost their loved ones. Here's a full report on that.
You know, I do want to start out, as much as like we love the pomp and the circumstance and everything, we have to acknowledge the fact that as a military spouse, we lost 3 of our heroes today. And I will tell you, the fact that we lost 3 and dozens were wounded after 160 attacks on our men and women in the military. It is absolutely shameful. But what we need to remember is those families need to be lifted up today. We need to lift up every one of those families who lost their loved ones and every one of those families whose loved ones have been injured in these attacks. So please take a moment to just lift them up in prayer. Let's just take a few seconds, please.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
एग्जाम में एक बड़ी चैलेंज होती है लिखना, कितना याद रहा, सही रहा, गलत रहा, सही लिखते हैं, गलत लिखते हैं, वो तो बात का विषय है। आप अपना ध्यान प्रैक्टिस में इस पर कीजिए।
Prime Minister Modi interacts with students at Pariksha Pe Charcha, addresses concerns over trust deficit and exam stress. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar arrives at Patna Secretariat for cabinet meeting a day after forming the government with NDA support. Uttarakhand government to implement UCC soon. Chief Minister Dhami says UCC panel to submit draft on February 2. Hindu side files a plea in Supreme Court in connection with the Gyanvapi case, seeks scientific survey of Wazukhana. Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee's scathing attack on BJP alleges BJP is using CAA for vote bank politics, vows to fight against NRC. Tension over removal of Hanuman flag escalates. Pro-Hindu groups, BJP leaders detained in Mandya and Bengaluru. And we cut across to breaking news coming in. ED interrogates former Haryana Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda. The interrogation is taking place in the ED office in the national capital. Enforcement Directorate is interrogating him in connection with the Manesar land deal case. Bhupinder Hooda, who is being questioned by the Enforcement Directorate officials, as this is in connection with the Manesar land deal case. Cutting across to Amandeep, who's joining us live to give us more details on the same. Over to you, Amandeep. What more can you tell us about the line of questioning and whether Bhupinder Hooda is cooperating with the ED officials or not?
Well, absolutely, Swesha. The questioning is still underway. Just because Bhupinder Singh Hooda was then Chief Minister in 2004 when this Manesar land deal has taken place. And in fact, the allegations of Enforcement Directorate against Bhupinder Singh Hooda is that the land that was worth 1,600 crore rupees has been given by then Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda to the builders only in 100 crore rupees. So these are the allegations. And in fact, Bhupinder Singh Hooda was earlier summoned by ED for the questioning on January 17th, and in fact now also today also he has been summoned by the Enforcement Directorate for the line of questioning with the same Manesar land deals, and that reported in 2004 when Bhupinder Singh Hooda was Chief Minister. And according to the ED allegations and ED charge sheet in the file, and the case has been filed against Bhupinder Singh Hooda, that he has influenced and he has given the land in a very nominal price against the market price, or that this is the alleged land scam of Manesar during the regime of Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda. He has also questioned several times earlier, Swesha, and several charge sheet has also been filed by CBI. Earlier this case was probed by CBI and then it was handed over to Enforcement Directorate, just because the prevention of money laundering has also been figured out into this entire case, and that is the reason the ED has taken over the investigation, and now the questioning is still underway, and ED is also checking the documents that has been produced by Bhupinder Singh Hooda regarding that land deal, and why that the price was so low that was handed over to the builders regarding the land. And this issue was taken up by the Manesar farmers, and they have shown that how this the land which was worth around 1,600 crore rupees has been given to the builders only 100 crore rupees. And when there was a change in power, when the government has been changed in Haryana, then this scam has come up. This investigation was handed over to CBI, and then the CBI had handed over the investigation to Enforcement Directorate as well. Several charge sheets has been filed by the CBI in this case also, and in fact now the ED is questioning Bhupinder Singh Hooda on the same line. Let's wait and watch that either Bhupinder Singh Hooda was able to justify the questions raised by the ED regarding the Manesar land scam, or investigation is still carry forward after this round of questioning also. Yes, Swisha.
Absolutely, and we'll continue to track the story very, very closely. For the moment, Amandeep, thank you for joining us. We cut across to more breaking news coming in. And well, ED officials who reached Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren's official residence in Delhi. Soren, who has skipped the ED summons 9 times, has been asked to confirm his availability for questioning in the alleged land scam on either today or January 31st. A team of ED officials who arrived at his official residence of the Jharkhand Chief Minister in connection with a money laundering case linked to an alleged land scam. And several questions now being asked over whether Hemant Soren has gone missing. cutting across to Piyush Ori, who's joining us live on the broadcast. Piyush, what's the latest you can tell us as far as the whereabouts of Hemant Soren are confirmed, and what is the next step of the Enforcement Directorate likely to be?
So yes, you rightly mentioned that there is a cat and mouse kind of game which is occurring between the Enforcement Directorate officials and Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. And while I speak, I will just request my video journalist to just show the images over here where I'm reporting from. Now, this is the residence at Shanti Niketan of Hemant Soren, where the officials of Enforcement Directorate have come in. Now, what we have been told is that they had come over here today in the morning to question Hemant Soren of the alleged land scam. However, as what we have been told by our sources is that right now Hemant Soren is not over here at his residence. So where actually is Hemant Soren? And that's a $1 million question. And the hunt, the search is being carried out by Enforcement Directorate officials, which are tight-lipped about where exactly is the whereabouts of the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, who again is trying to evade the questioning being done by the Enforcement Directorate officials. So yes, over here at the residence of Hemant Soren in Delhi, from morning onwards, there has been a lot of drama, there has been a lot of hustle and bustle which has been created because there have been a lot of Enforcement Directorate officials coming in and out of this residence. But the $1 million question is that have they been able to get questioning done from the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren? Because as what we have been told is that again, for the 10th time, they have been not successful in getting to question Hemant Soren. And from here, what exactly would be the action that would be taken by the Enforcement Directorate officials? That would also be very interesting to watch. Back to you in the studio.
Oh yes, absolutely. And we continue to track the story very closely. For the moment, Piyush, thank you for joining us. And on to other updates we are tracking very closely. Prime Minister Modi addressed the 7th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi. Students, parents, teachers from across the nation interacted with Prime Minister Modi to discuss and overcome the stress arising from examinations. Ahead of Pariksha Pe Charcha event, Prime Minister Modi inspected an exhibition at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath offered prayers at Hanumangadi Temple and Ram Janmabhoomi Temple in Ayodhya. Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar inaugurated Indian Hotels Company Limited Skills Centre in Gujarat. In his speech, he emphasized the growing significance of the region, noting that people from all across the country visit the Statue of Unity. Dr. S. Jaishankar encouraged hotel companies to establish establishments, commending IHCL for its commitment to set up a hotel and a skills center.
और हमारी कोशिश है लगातार कि या कॉर्पोरेट हो, टूरिस्ट हो, फॉरेन टूरिस्ट हो, बाकी ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हो, जितने लोग यहाँ आ सके और क्योंकि यहाँ आकर वो माने इसकी जो मैसेजिंग और मैं कहूँगा प्रोपेगेशन जो करते हैं कि पूरे वो अपने देश में दूसरे जगह, तो ये स्टैचू ऑफ यूनिटी का मैसेज जो ये टूरिज्म के माध्यम से अब पूरे देश में भी फैल सकता है, इस तरह से देश के बाहर भी जा सकता है।
Patiala House Court of Delhi extended judicial custody of NewsClick's founder and editor-in-chief Prabir Purkayas till the 17th of February. They were arrested recently by the Delhi police in a case filed under the Anti-Terror Law Unlawful Activities Act following allegations that news portal NewsClick received huge amounts of money for pro-China propaganda. And well, after the Mandya district administration brought down a Hanuman flag hoisted by the Gram Panchayat board, Karnataka police detained the BJP leaders who were protesting outside DC's office. Section 144 has been imposed throughout Mandya by the Karnataka government. We are taking a look at this ground report.
The BJP workers are protesting in a massive way at the Mysore Bank circle regarding the Hanuma Dwaja row as well, and many of them are being taken away from the Mysore Bank circle out here, and you can go ahead and witness the sort of tensions as well as the ruckus that you're going ahead and witnessing on the screens as well, because the majority of them were protesting over here, and they stated that this particular government is against Hindus, and they were also planning, hundreds of these workers were also planning to go ahead and get out the DC's office as well. So you can go on and see the sort of ruckus that is being witnessed out there on the screens as well, with chants of Jai Shri Ram to coming in with more of them shouting Jai Shri Ram as well, because they state that the permission was taken by many of the Hindu groups to go ahead and hoist the Hanuman flag as well, but seems like it has not happened. So more and more people are leaving now. You can go on, look at it. You can see the sort of ruckus which is going out there on our screens as well. So this clearly goes ahead and shows as to how things have escalated quickly in the state of Karnataka, as more and more people are being picked in. We're also looking in at many of these BJP workers at Mysore Bank circle trying to push them away as well. So this clearly goes ahead and gives an idea of how things are too, because the BJP is stating that this will not be the only protest, but they will be protesting across the entire state of Karnataka too, at all the district headquarters. Okay, so that is a mark of protest out there as well. So many of these BJP cadres are being picked off, they're being bundled off and taken away. We saw several of the senior leaders also coming in, but definitely this particular issue has now been escalated, not only in Bengaluru or not only in Mandya, but it is also moving in across to all the district headquarters. With video journalist Sadan and Lalu Prasad reporting for Republic from Bengaluru.
Now for a short commercial break. On the other side, it's a big relief for Chandrababu Naidu. Supreme Court has dismissed Andhra Pradesh government's plea challenging Naidu's anticipatory bail. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath reviews preparations in Ayodhya, this ahead of visit of ministers from BJP-ruled states.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is
के नेतृत्व में, नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में, देश में मोदी जी, बिहार में नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में हम बिहार के विकास के लिए काम करेंगे, बिहार को आगे बढ़ाने का काम करेंगे। जो अधूरे सपने छूट गए उसको पूरा करने का काम किया जाए। 2020 के चुनाव के समय हम लोगों ने पूरी तरह संकल्प लिया था और संकल्प घोषणा पत्र में हम लोगों ने डाला था 10 लाख रोजगार देने का भारतीय जनता पार्टी और जनता दल यूनाइटेड का कमिटमेंट था, उसको पूरा किया जा रहा है। 2021 में हम लोगों ने 1,75,000 सरकारी नौकरी निकालने का काम किया था और वो प्रोसेस में अभी तक पूरा नहीं हो पाया, उसको पूरा करवाने का काम हम लोग करेंगे। रोजगार भी देने का काम किया जाएगा, बिहार को विकसित तौर पर खड़ा किया जाएगा और रेवेन्यू के स्तर को भी ठीक किया जाएगा कि बिहार में कैसे अधिक से अधिक रेवेन्यू उपलब्ध हो, जिससे कि बिहार के विकास के काम पिछड़ों में, अति पिछड़ों में, दलित समाज में किस तरह हम समाज के अंतिम पंक्ति में बैठा हुआ व्यक्ति के बीच में विकास की किरण कैसे पहुंचे, इसकी हम चिंता करने का काम करेंगे। इसलिए 2020 के जनमत का सम्मान करते हुए जो जनता ने सम्मान दिया था भारतीय जनता पार्टी को एनडीए के तौर पर, आदरणीय नीतीश कुमार जी के नेतृत्व में बिहार में सरकार बनी थी, इसलिए हम लोग सभी लोग वापस भी आए और आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री जी, आदरणीय गृह मंत्री जी, आदरणीय राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष जेपी नड्डा जी सबके मार्गदर्शन से बिहार विकास की ओर जाएगा और भारतीय जनता पार्टी और मजबूती से लड़ने का काम 2024 और 25 का चुनाव करेगी, जिसमें पूर्ण रूप से एनडीए की सरकार बिहार में भी और देश में भी बनाने का काम किया जाएगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आदरणीय विजय सिन्हा जी से आग्रह करूंगा, बिहार के मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय विजय सिन्हा।
आज बिहार के अंदर जो बड़ा परिवर्तन हुआ है हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के।
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
Cutting across to more breaking news coming in. These are inside details of ED's probe against Jharkhand Chief Minister Hema Soren. The latest that is just coming across. As ED is maintaining that searches at Hema Soren's Delhi residence continue. This was based on a fresh input. Jharkhand Chief Minister had written to ED stating that he will appear on the 31st of January, and ED maintains that searches at his Delhi residence are continuing, but they have not been able to record any statement. Let me bring in senior editor Shravan Sen, who's tracking all the details on the same. Over to you, Shravan.
Well, in fact, Suesha, what we can confirm for our viewers is that the Enforcement Directorate this morning, around 7 o'clock in the morning, reached the residence of the Chief Minister of Jharkhand here in the national capital when the searches actually began. Thereafter, we are being told that when the searches were being carried out, the Enforcement Directorate did actually ask for the Chief Minister because they wanted to record his statement. That is as per the procedure of the Enforcement Directorate, because remember, whenever searches are carried out, a statement is also recorded simultaneously. But in this particular case, they were unable to record any statement of the Chief Minister as he was not present. As far as his questioning is concerned, in the past, remember, the Enforcement Directorate had already sent out a notice asking the Chief Minister to give a date on which he would have been questioned. We are given to understand that a letter has been written from the Jharkhand Chief Minister's office to the Enforcement Directorate indicating that the Chief Minister will be present before the Enforcement Directorate for further questioning in the illegal mining scam on the 31st of January. Now, that's the latest details that are now coming in. With regards to whether at all the Chief Minister has gone missing, that perhaps would not be appropriate to say at this point in time, given the fact that we haven't really heard from the Chief Minister. The Enforcement Director is only indicating the fact that they have not been able to question or record his statement so far. That's what sources within the Enforcement Directorate are indicating. Remember, in this particular case, in the illegal mining scam where the Chief Minister's name has basically surfaced, multiple searches were carried out in the past. So much so, alleged close aides of the Chief Minister has also been raided by the Enforcement Directorate. And during the searches, they've basically come across official documents belonging to the Jharkhand government, due to which the Minister was essentially called in for an explanation. So far, the Chief Minister maintains that this is a biased investigation that has been carried out by the Enforcement Directorate, and particularly at the behest of the centre. That's the allegation that the Chief Minister has levelled against the Enforcement Directorate.
against the Enforcement Directorate.
Continue talking to us, Shravan. Does this also mean that Hemant Soren will appear before the ED officials on the 31st of January in the national capital? What more can you add to that?
So far, all the questioning that has taken place, Suesha, has always happened in Ranchi because this case is registered in Ranchi. In all likelihood, if at all the Chief Minister makes an appearance, the appearance will happen before the Enforcement Directorate's Ranchi unit. In the past, there are several summons that were actually skipped by the Chief Minister. In fact, he had also dragged the Enforcement Directorate to the apex court, trying to perhaps also quash the ECIR that has been registered in this particular case. But having said that, the Enforcement Directorate still maintains that they have come across fresh evidence in the matter, and that is the reason why these searches have been carried out by them. Now, what we do not know at this point in time, Suesha, is that what is the nature of the fresh evidence the Enforcement Directorate is indicating based on which these searches have been carried out. What we know so far is that the searches have been carried out at the residence of the Chief Minister in the national capital. We are waiting for some more information to trickle in from the Enforcement Directorate, whether at all the searches have been carried out in other locations too. As of now, we are also being told there's a possibility that another notice could be issued to the Chief Minister, especially given the fact that if at all any recovery is made from the Chief Minister's residence at the national capital, they would essentially require someone to basically testify the moment they get the details of it.
All right, Shravan, many thanks for getting us those details. Piyush also is live with us. Piyush, details from you on the important documents that were seized by the ED officials. In fact, they were handed over to one officer in a bag outside in that car, and we've also put out pictures of the same. Also, his Shanti Niketan house, as is being said that he did travel to Delhi on Saturday night, but is not present at his residence. Shravan does tell us that he is likely to appear before the ED on the 31st. But what is the next step of the ED going to be?
So, Esha, three important points I want to just tell you. And while I speak, I would just request my video journalist to just show the images over here. First, yes, it is confirmed that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren, was over here in Delhi. Whether he is over here right now, that's something which needs to be known about. And while I speak, one thing is certain, that the officials of Enforcement Directorate are still at the residence, the visuals of which is being shown to you by my video journalist. Now, another thing is that, yes, there has been a lot of movement of the Enforcement Directorate officials from the residence of Hemant Soren. And today at around 12, we did show you the image of Enforcement Directorate official coming out from his residence with a bag. Now, that bag might consist some very important documents regarding the case which the Enforcement Directorate is investigating. Now, ever since we have been told that the Enforcement Directorate team was over here, which we have been told were over here since 7, there has been now a question of whether they have been able to question Hemant Soren or not. Our sources tell us that no, they have not been able to question him. And now there are claims and there are speculations that perhaps on 31st, there can be a possibility of Hemant Soren again presenting himself to questioning in front of Enforcement Directorate. But will that happen or not, we do not know. But from the situation over here at the Enforcement Directorate, at the residence of Hemant Soren, and while I speak, I would again request my journalist to just show the image. There has been a lot of movement of the Enforcement Directorate team, and it seems that while I speak, the Enforcement Directorate team is still here, and there have been some important documents, as what we have been told, Enforcement Directorate has been able to recover from the house. Will it lead to some more revelations in the case with the Enforcement Directorate questioning? Will it lead to some more sterner steps that would be taken by the Enforcement Directorate team on the prevailing Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren? That is something which now needs to be seen, and it will be very interesting to see that what will happen today at the end of the day, and will on 31st of Jan, as what we've been told, will Hemant Soren again present himself to the questioning in front of the central agency. Back to you in the studio.
Right. The question certainly remains, Piyush, to what Hemant Soren will do next, given the fact that he has skipped 9 summons. And will he really face the ED officials on the 31st of January? Now, they had sought time from him anywhere between the 29th to the 31st January. And Shravan also confirms with us that the Jharkhand Chief Minister did reply to the ED saying that he will appear before the officials on the 31st. Is there a likely chance that the documents that have been seized at this point will also be corroborated in the line of questioning on the 31st January?
Well, definitely, since you see that the officials of Enforcement Directorate are still inside the house and they are trying to investigate. And while I speak, I will again just request my video journalist to just show the images over here. While the team is over here, they have got some important documents. It seems that they will try to corroborate the evidence because, mind you, it's very important to note that the probe is being done of the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. So definitely the Enforcement Directorate will try to make sure that they have all the vital evidences in front of them while they get to question the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. So yes, it is going to be now interesting to see that what all other important evidences have the Enforcement Directorate been able to get from the house of Hemant Soren, from where we are reporting from, and will it lead them to ask some very tough questions from Hemant Soren whenever they plan to question him next. Back to in the studio.
All right, Piyush, many thanks for getting us those details. Hemant Soren to appear before the ED on the 31st of January is what we understand. Now, he did travel to Delhi on the Saturday. It was an unplanned visit to his Shantiniketan residence in the national capital. Meanwhile, Piyush, before I let you go quickly, to understand that security deployment has been heightened at his Jharkhand residence also. Any details from the CMO so far on what they are preempting next and what the Chief Minister's move could be?
So while I speak, I would just request my video journalist to show the images of the Delhi police officials over here. And today, in the morning at least, there was a huge presence of the Delhi police officials. And you rightly mentioned that not only in Delhi, but even in Jharkhand, there has been a heavy security presence because there has been a lot of dramatization. There has been a lot of hustle and bustle in and around, not only in Delhi, but also in Jharkhand. And thereby, yes, there has been a presence of heavy security because this entire situation has led to a lot of unpredictability. We just do not know what is really happening. Again, it was felt that today the Enforcement Directorate might be able to question Hemant Soren over here in Delhi, but perhaps it seems it will not happen that way. So as we have now come to know that perhaps it may be a possibility that Hemant Soren might present himself for questioning in front of Enforcement Directorate on 31st of January. Will that happen? Will that not? We do not know. But yes, ever since this incident, this news came in that Enforcement Directorate might come to the residence of the Jharkhand Chief Minister for questioning, there has been a lot of heavy security in Delhi and in police. Back to you in the studio. हो गया
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
The saffron flag issue at Mandya, in fact, is intensifying every minute, with hundreds of villagers staging protests, raising slogans of Jai Shri Ram. From the village to the DC's office, the members of the Hindu outfits, also apparently from the BJP and from the JDS, are extending support to the protest.
In a massive way at the Mysore Bank circle regarding the Hanuma Dwaja Rao as well, and many of them are being taken away from the Mysore Bank circle out here, and you can go ahead and witness the sort of tensions as well as the ruckus that you're going ahead and witnessing on the screens as well, because the majority of them were protesting over here, and they stated that this particular government is against Hindus, and they were also planning, hundreds of these workers were also planning to go ahead and grab the DC's office as well. So you can go on and see the sort of ruckus that is being witnessed out there on the screens as well, with chants of Jai Shri Ram to coming in with more of them shouting Jai Shri Ram as well, because they state that the permission was taken by many of the Hindu groups to go ahead and hoist the Hanuman flag as well, but seems like it has not happened. So more and more people are leaving now. You can go on, look at it. You can see the sort of ruckus which is going out there on our screens as well. So this clearly goes ahead and shows as to how things have escalated quickly in the state of Karnataka, as more and more people are being picked in. We're also looking in at many of these BJP workers at Mysore Bank circle trying to push them away as well. So this clearly goes ahead and gives an idea of how things are too, because the BJP is stating that this will not be the only protest, but they will be protesting across the entire state of Karnataka too, at all the district headquarters.
Jai Jai Shri Ram.
Okay, so that is a mark of protest out there as well. So many of these BJP cadres are being picked off, they're being bundled off and taken away. We saw several of the senior leaders also coming in, but definitely this particular issue has now been escalated, not only in Bengaluru or not only in Mandya, but it is also moving in across to all the district headquarters. With video journalist Sadan and Lalu Prasad reporting for Republic from Bengaluru.
ಅವ್ರು ತಗೊಂಡಿರೋದು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಅಥವಾ ಕನ್ನಡ ಬಟ್ ನಾವು ವಿರೋಧ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಜಂಡ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ. ನಾಳೆ ಬಂದು ಈಶಾ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಯಾವ ಪರ್ಮಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ರು ಅದನ್ನು ಆ ಪಾವನೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಜಿಲ್ಲಾಡಳಿತರು my point is why they are instigating, what for? Let me know what for they are instigating, why they are instigating. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ದೇನು ತಕರಾರಿಲ್ಲ.
So we just heard that reaction also coming in from Siddaramaiah, who continues to maintain that this is quote-unquote unnecessary, and he says that this is provocation. Now on your screen, you're looking at images of the protests in Mandya. In fact, that's the image on the left of your screens. On the right is how security also has been beefed up. Prajwal is also joining us live right now. He essentially earlier has also given you a better insight into what these protests are all about and where did this issue today has been flared up with. Prajwal, what is the real backstory? When did this protest really begin? And when the Chief Minister says the permission was for the national flag, the permission was not to put out any saffron flag, is there any truth in that? What really has happened so far?
Deepthi, more or less, according to the documents which we have accessed as well from the district authorities as well as from the Chief Minister's office, where there have been separate releases as well, it is clearly seen that permission has been only given for tricolour as well as the state flag of Karnataka, and permission was not given for anything else. But the core of this particular problem lies with the fact that one of the trust members has stated that this particular permission was given on the 17th of January as well, and this incident has happened on the 27th of January, a day after Republic Day too. So there is a lot of discrepancies over here. First and foremost, the discrepancy being in the earlier letter which has been given to the trust, they allege that there has been no mention of the national flag or the state flag or any flag in particular as well, and stated that permissions were given. But now when we have gone ahead and accessed these letters, the permission letters which we are speaking about, it goes on and shows that there has been absolutely no permission given. So when asked as to where these permission letters to the trust, where is the letter, the trust has failed to provide any sort of permission letter now. So technically speaking, the government as well as mainly the district commissioner and the village panchayat CEO officer is stating that no other flag is supposed to fly higher than that of the Indian flag as well, because that will definitely not reflect the good spirits too, and he stated that it will not be possible constitutionally or legally as well, and that is one of the reasons. Because we also need to understand that this particular flag post is 108 feet in height as well, and it is one of the tallest flag posts in the entire district of Mandya. So that is where the base problem lies in. But secondly, now the BJP along with the majority of the villagers of Keregodu, where this particular incident has happened in Mandya, are alleging that this is an anti-Hindu stance which is being taken by the Congress government on the behest of the MLA and his henchmen, where the henchmen informed the government officials to go ahead and take action against these villagers who had hoisted the flag and bring it down, and only then the government authorities stepped in. So here in itself there are two sides to the story too, but all said and done, if you're looking at the permission letters which the government has provided so far, it shows that permission has not been given, but the villagers and the trust organization who was conducting this and hoisting the flag stated that permission has been given to. But all said and done, the sort of ruckus that we have witnessed since morning, since last evening in itself, as the situation was tense, we saw that section 144 had already been imposed, prohibitory orders were already in place, but seems like the BJP or neither the JDS along with thousands of Hindu Karyakartas have not taken this seriously, and all of them have marched towards the DC's office, and at this point of time they're right in front of the DC's office and they're attempting to lay siege to it. We are seeing 200 policemen on one side, but we are seeing thousands of Karyakartas on the other side too, even as the DC is requesting them to maintain peace. Now the demands of the Hindu Karyakartas is such that where they have stated that the tricolour will be flying the highest, but next to the tricolour we also need the flag of Lord Hanuman and we need to hoist it. This is a sort of permission that is being requested by them. So we will need to see as to whether the DC will give in to their permissions or what will happen to, and even at that point of time we also get to understand now from our sources here in Bengaluru that there is also a meeting which is being conducted with the Home Department to maintain the law and order situation in the state of Karnataka, because only things are going up. Yesterday it was only a matter of around 50 to 100 people. Today we are seeing thousands and thousands of people from various villages in Mandya district going ahead after the call of protest was given by the BJP to try to get out all the BJP offices in the state and the district headquarters.
Okay. And you know, Prajwal, I think the first sense that anyone gets is that, yes, there are political battle lines also drawn. As far as the responses that have come in so far, whether it is the Congress that is led by Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar, who say that this is an unnecessary provocation, or the BJP or the JDS, apparently we are learning that HDK already has reached Mandya, Prajwal. So this has the potential to become a big political showdown.
Absolutely, Deepthi. The political battle lines have already been drawn as well, because now it is a sort of narrative which is being, a narrative which is being put in by the opposition parties, calling the government of Karnataka anti-Hindu, especially hitting out at Siddaramaiah. And also look at what has happened now. It has brought all the opposition parties together, not only the BJP and the JDS, but also the independent MLAs are joining in as well, because there was, there were a few statements, there were also a few feelers which was being given by a few of the independent MLAs that they might join the BJP. Looks more or less like that, because the Gangavati MLA from Koppal district, Gali Janardana Reddy, the mining baron, has also now joined in the protest along with HD Kumaraswamy. He had visited the very place where this incident had happened. He also, he also gave his namaskar in front of the Ram temple right opposite to this particular, to this particular flag.
All right, Prajwal there getting us the latest, and what you see on your screens are images of just a little while earlier. The police now has detained a lot of these protesters who've been out on the streets, and they want to know why were they not allowed to unfurl that saffron flag. And remember, the Chief Minister and the district collector there say that there is no permission to do that. So there is clearly a lot of confrontational politics right now that is being played on ground zero. You've seen the BJP, the JDS taking on the Congress, and they call this quote-unquote appeasement politics. We'll keep getting you details of that big story through the day.
मोबाइल के ऊपर कितना ही प्रिय चीजें, कितनी ही चीजें आती हो, लेकिन कुछ तो समय तय करना पड़ेगा। अगर आप, मैंने देखा है आजकल बहुत से लोगों को जब भी देखो लगे पड़े हैं। आपने देखा होगा मेरे हाथ में कभी, बहुत रेयर केस में कभी मोबाइल फोन मेरे हाथ में होता है, क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है कि मेरे समय का मुझे सर्वाधिक उपयोग क्या करना है। जबकि मैं ये भी मानता हूं कि इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए मेरे लिए एक बहुत आवश्यक साधन भी है, लेकिन उसका कैसे उपयोग करना, कितना करना, इसका मुझे विवेक होना चाहिए। नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी ने आपके लिए बहुत सुविधा कर दी है। आप एक क्षेत्र में बढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन आपको कहा मन कर गया चलो एक और ट्रायल करना है, तो आप शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं, आपकी राह बदल सकते हैं, आपको किसी पर बंद रहने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप अपने आप प्रगति कर सकते हैं। और इसलिए अब शिक्षा में भी बहुत, आज मैं भी एग्जीबिशन देख रहा था, मैं देख रहा था कि बच्चों की प्रतिभा जिस प्रकार से प्रकट हुई है, प्रभाव करने वाली है। परिवार में देखोगे तो घर के 4 लोग 4 कोने में बैठे हैं और एक दूसरे को मैसेज फॉरवर्ड करते हैं, उठ करके मोबाइल नहीं दिखाते कि देख मैंने ये आया तुम देखो। क्यों? सीक्रेसी। घर के अंदर, मैंने पहले भी कहा या दोबारा कहता हूं, नो गैजेट जोन, कि भाई ये कमरे में कोई गैजेट की एंट्री नहीं, हम बैठेंगे, बातें करेंगे, गप्पे मारेंगे। परिवार के अंदर वो ऊष्मा का वातावरण उसके लिए जरूरी है। अगर टीचर और स्टूडेंट का नाता परीक्षा के कालखंड का है, तो सबसे पहले वो नाता करेक्ट करना चाहिए। आपका स्टूडेंट्स के साथ नाता जैसे ही आप पहले दिन, वर्ष के प्रारंभ में पहले ही दिन क्लासरूम में एंटर करते हैं, उसी दिन से एग्जाम आने तक आपका नाता निरंतर बढ़ते रहना चाहिए। तो शायद परीक्षा के दिनों में तनाव की नौबत ही नहीं आएगी। तीसरा, मां बाप के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा चिंता का विषय है। मां बाप हर बार अपने बच्चों को कोसते रहे, देख तू खेलता रहता है, देख वो किताबें पढ़ता है, तो ये करता रहता है, देख वो पढ़ता है, यानी वो भी हमेशा उसी का उदाहरण देते हैं। तो फिर आपके दिमाग में भी यही एक मानदंड बन जाता है। कृपा करके मां बाप इन चीजों से बचें। कभी कभी तो मैंने देखा है कि जो मां बाप अपने जीवन में ज्यादा सफल नहीं हुए हैं, जिनको अपने पराक्रम, अपनी सफलताएं, अपनी सिद्धियों के विषय में दुनिया को कुछ कहने को नहीं है, बताने को नहीं है, तो वे अपने बच्चों का रिपोर्ट कार्ड ही अपना विजिटिंग कार्ड बना देते हैं। किसी को मिलेंगे, अपने बच्चे की कथा सुनाएंगे। अब ये जो नेचर है, वो भी एक प्रकार से बच्चे के मन में एक ऐसा भाव भर देता है कि मैं तो सब कुछ हूं, अब मुझे कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है। वो भी बहुत नुकसान करता है। आपको किस चीज की स्पर्धा है भाई? मान लीजिए 100 मार्क्स का पेपर है, अगर आपका दोस्त 90 ले गया तो क्या आपके लिए 10 मार्क बचा है क्या? आपके लिए 10 मार्क बचा है क्या? आपके लिए भी तो 100 है ना? तो आपको उससे स्पर्धा नहीं करनी है, खुद से करनी है।
We head into a break right now. On the other side, a big development in the Gyanvapi case. The Hindu side has filed a fresh plea and they are wanting an ASI survey of the Wazukhana. We'll have details of that when we come back.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
Very good afternoon and thank you for tuning in. You're watching live and breaking at 3:30. I'm Suesha Sound. We get you all that is making news this afternoon. First, a quick check of the headlines we're tracking. Under lens for alleged money laundering, ED officials conduct searches at Soren's Ranchi residence. ED says Soren untraceable. Jharkhand Chief Minister says will appear on January 31st. Big fight over Union Minister CAA in the next 7 days remark. Mamta calls it appeasement politics. In a big statement, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami says UCC panel to submit draft on February 2nd. A day after forming government with NDA support, Nitish Kumar chairs first cabinet meet in Patna. Situation tense in Karnataka after Hanuman flag was removed. Hindu groups hit the streets in protest. And cutting across to breaking news coming in, ED asserts that searches conducted at the Delhi residence of Jharkhand Chief Minister were initiated on the basis of new information. Chief Minister of Jharkhand has communicated to the Enforcement Directorate indicating his intention to appear before the officials on the 31st of January. ED maintains that despite the searches in Delhi, they were unable to locate the Jharkhand Chief Minister. Let me straight away cut across to Shravan, who's with us on the broadcast to give us a clear picture of what exactly the difference between the two versions are, Shravan, because at one end we understand that sources at the ED say that Hemant Soren is untraceable. On the other, Hemant Soren having communicated to the ED that he will appear before the 31st. What is the larger story?
Well, let me just put out the entire timeline for the benefit of our viewers. The reason why the Chief Minister's office has sent out a letter to the Enforcement Directorate indicating that he would be appearing before the Enforcement Directorate's Ranchi unit on the 31st was based on a notice that was sent earlier. This notice wasn't sent this morning, and this response that has come in from the Jharkhand Chief Minister isn't a response to today's raids. So this is something that has already happened. A communication has already gone. Now, with regards to the Enforcement Directorate maintaining that they haven't been able to trace the Chief Minister, it's only because this morning, roughly around 7 o'clock this morning, when the Enforcement Directorate's team reached Jharkhand Chief Minister's residence here in the national capital, when the searches were carried out, as per the procedure, remember the statement of the person concerned or the accused in this particular case is generally taken by the agency, and that's a matter of procedure. It isn't like a questioning was actually supposed to take place and they've not been able to find out. But the fact of the matter is that a communication thereafter went in from the Enforcement Directorate's team that they wanted to record the statement of the Chief Minister because searches were being carried out at his residence. So certain explanations would have been sought from the Chief Minister. It turns out that the Chief Minister wasn't present at that point in time, and thereafter the Enforcement Directorate's team, an additional team which also reached out at the Chief Minister's residence, did actually make a request that they wanted to perhaps record the statement, but thereafter there hasn't been any message really coming in from the Chief Minister's side. That is the reason why sources within the Enforcement Directorate maintain that they are not being able to trace the Chief Minister. Now, with regards to what's going to happen on the 31st, remember there's already a notice that has been issued. In the past too, there have been multiple summons that have been sent out to the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, but he hasn't really responded. It's quite unprecedented because the fact of the matter is that 10 summons have already been sent out to the Chief Minister. He has appeared before the Enforcement Directorate, handful number of times, but having said that, the Enforcement Directorate was not really satisfied with the explanation that was given by the Jharkhand Chief Minister on two counts. One, they've come across fresh evidence in terms of the fact that when the previous searches were carried out, certain recovery was made, and that recovery was linked to official documents of the Jharkhand government, which was recovered from the residence of a private person who's considered to be an alleged closed aide of the Jharkhand Chief Minister, something that the Chief Minister has already rejected, based on which the Enforcement Directorate had actually asked that question to the Jharkhand Chief Minister. The allegation that has been levelled against Hemant Soren is the fact that he is a beneficiary of the illegal mining scam. The fact of the matter is the Enforcement Directorate maintains that there was a cartel that was operating, commissions were basically taken, and there was large-scale illegal mining that was taking place in the Sahibganj district. This is the same very place where Bachchu Yadav, Pankaj Sharma all have been operating. These are considered to be close aides of the Chief Minister. They have been placed under arrest by the Enforcement Directorate back in the year 2022, and thereafter also there are several other alleged close aides of the Chief Minister who've recently been raided by the Enforcement Directorate. It does appear, Suesha, that things are heating up right now with the Enforcement Directorate upping the ante with searches being carried out at the Chief Minister's residence here in the national capital. In fact, the team was aware that the Chief Minister here was in the national capital, and that is the reason why certain arrangements were essentially done. Preparations were essentially made for the searches to be carried out in the presence of the Chief Minister, but that did not really happen.
Shravan, to stay on with us, Piyush is also outside Hemant Soren's Delhi residence, where I believe the searches still continue, Piyush. And What more are you gathering from the ED officials as they did see some crucial documents in connection with the case? What's the plan next?
Well, while I speak, I would just want my video journalist to just show the ED official who is just entering into the residence of the Hemant Soren's official residence over here in Delhi. And here you can see that, yes, the searches and the probe is still being undertaken by the Enforcement Directorate officials. And as what had been mentioned by Shravan, our senior editor, that indeed the way all this probe and investigation is being done is actually extremely unprecedented. Now, from the time this news came to us today in the morning that Enforcement Directorate officials would be coming to the residence of Hemant Soren over here in Delhi, there has been a lot of hustle bustle and there has been a lot of movement of the Enforcement Directorate officials since 7 from the time when they first entered into the residence of Hemant Soren. Now, what we have been told is that they continue to search, they continue to probe, and they continue to find important leads as far as the getting vital leads of this illegal land mining case investigation is concerned, in which the name of the current Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren, has surfaced, and in which some of the arrests have also been made. But the key and important question is that have they been able to trace the Chief Minister who was over here in Delhi a few days back, and will they be able to question Hemant Soren today in Delhi? Because as what we've been told is that it's highly unlikely that even despite the efforts, even despite the Enforcement Directorate team, and while I speak, I would just request my video journalist to just show the images of the residence where the team of Enforcement Directorate is still over here, and you can see that along with the officials there is also a sizable presence of the Delhi police officials to maintain the security cover. So yes, from the time the Enforcement Directorate officials are over here, it is believed that they have been unable to trace the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren, and this is indeed a very unprecedented event in which you are seeing that the Chief Minister, the present Chief Minister of Jharkhand, is untraceable. He's being asked to appear before the Enforcement Directorate over here in National Capital for questioning, but he's not willing to do so. But now, as what we've been told is that the office of the Chief Minister has sent a mail to the Enforcement Directorate in which he has again asked that he will be coming to the questioning for this entire case on 31st of January. Whether will it happen or not, we do not know. But so far, the situation from the ground is that the investigation, the probe, is being done by the Enforcement Directorate officials. We also showed you the images in which we showed you that how an Enforcement Directorate official was carrying a bag which we feel and which our sources tell us consists some important documents of the investigation which is being carried out by the Enforcement Directorate officials. And again, the key question is that where exactly is the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, Hemant Soren, who was over here in Delhi just yesterday?
And is the most asked question at this point, Piyush. We'll continue to come back to you for the very latest on this story. For the moment, we're also cutting across to more breaking news coming in from the national capital. A huge ruckus that has been reported in the MCD house, where BJP is staging protests against the Kejriwal government. It's a massive protest by the BJP in the MCD house, where BJP is demanding for the formation of a permanent panel. Sloganeering by BJP councillors, there is witnessed in the MCD house, placards that they are holding as they are protesting against the Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi. They're demanding the formation of a permanent panel. Harsha will join us shortly as we stay with these pictures. She'd be able to give us a better sense of what these demands are all about and how the Aam Aadmi Party is reacting to it. But these are pictures from the MCD house, very dramatic in nature, where BJP is is voicing slogans, holding placards against the Aam Aadmi Party as they demand the formation of a permanent panel. Harsha, I believe you're already connected with us. Give us details of what is happening at the MCD house.
Suesha, the visuals which are on our screen are from the MCD house amid lot of ruckus and sloganeering. The 6 agendas are passed today in the MCD house, and the sloganeering and the ruckus was from the side of the BJP councillors who were continuously demanding for the permanent formation of the panel to pass all the agendas in the MCD house. And Suesha, this is not the first time when the ruckus and sloganeering was seen from the side of the BJP councillors. Earlier, a month ago, there was the issue of the de-seeding of shops in 7 markets in national capital, and this is the second time when the ruckus and sloganeering is happening, where BJP is demanding that continuously the agendas are being passed in the MCD house without even proper discussion from the side of the BJP councillors.
Mayor Oberoi is not even giving chance for the BJP councillors to sit to stand and discuss on the issues and the agenda. The 7 agendas which were very important regarding the Delhi, and those agendas were not discussed, and amid the 7 agendas, the 6 were continuously passed amid lot of ruckus, and now we see that the mayor of the MCD has left after a lot of ruckus and sloganeering, and right now also the placards is being shown by the BJP councillors in the MCD, and until now the BJP councillors are protesting inside and outside the MCD house. However, what we have got to know is that Aam Aadmi Party is clearly indicating that the 6 agendas were very important to be passed today in the MCD house. Earlier also, a month ago, these agendas couldn't be passed because of the ruckus and sloganeering, and they're also stating that BJP councillors doesn't want any agendas to be passed, and therefore this ruckus is being created. However, we know that the formation of the permanent panel is what BJP councillors have been demanding since longer period of time, and it is not the first time that this demand has been made, and now they are continuously stating, Aam Aadmi Party councillors, that the permanent formation of the panel can't be taken. In this meeting there was no agenda of the permanent formation of panel, and therefore the 7 agendas which were already decided, they were supposed to be passed, and right now we are waiting for response from the MCD mayor right now, but we have not got any response. But yes, the MCD has now been today's proceedings have been called off now, and the MCD mayor has left from the house. Back to you.
All right, Harsha, many thanks for getting us those details. We wait and watch how the story develops. For the moment, we also cut across to more breaking news coming in. Union Minister and BJP leader Shantanu Thakur has claimed that CAA will be implemented across India within the next 7 days. He made this statement while he was speaking at a gathering in West Bengal's South 24 Pargana. Now, Mamata Banerjee has hit out at this claim, saying that BJP is doing this to gather votes ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, and this is nothing but appeasement politics. Listen into that statement.
লড়াই করেছে কে? এনআরসি হবে না লড়াই করেছে কারা? রাজবংশী বন্ধুরা, আপনারা তো ইতিমধ্যেই নাগরিক। নতুন করে কে একা করে চিৎকার করছে এটা ফ্যা ভোটের রাজনীতি করবার জন্য। আপনারা সবাই নাগরিক, আপনাদের সবাইকে নাগরিক হিসাবে আমরা স্বীকৃতি দিয়েছি। সমস্ত উদ্বাস্তু কলোনিকে স্থায়ী ঠিকানা দিয়ে দিয়েছি। সে রেশন পায়, সে স্কুলে যায়, সে স্কলারশিপ পায়, সে কিষাণ বন্ধু পায়, সে শিক্ষাশ্রী পায়, সে ঐক্যশ্রী পায়, সে লক্ষ্মীর ভাণ্ডার পায়। তো নাগরিক না হলে থোড়াই পেত? বলুন আপনারা আমাকে, পেত? নাগরিক না হলে তারা ভোট দিতে পারতো?
All right, so that is the statement coming in from Mamata Banerjee as she's hitting out at this statement made by the Union Minister. She says that the BJP is doing this only to gather more votes ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, also calling it appeasement politics. Remember, this statement that has created quite a stir and the ripples that we are now witnessing in terms of the reactions that are coming, where the Union Minister has committed that CAA will be implemented within a week itself. Let's listen in to that statement and what he said.
আগামী এক সপ্তাহের মধ্যে ভারতবর্ষে সিএ লাগু হবে, এই গ্যারান্টি আমরা আজকে এই মঞ্চ থেকে দিয়ে গেলাম। আগামী এক সপ্তাহের মধ্যে ভারতবর্ষ, পশ্চিমবঙ্গ সহ ভারতবর্ষের প্রত্যেকটা স্টেটে সিএ লাগু হবে এবং সেটা আপনারা দেখবেন। আজকে সেই গ্যারান্টি এই মঞ্চ থেকে দিয়ে যাচ্ছি। हाँ बोलिए।
हाँ सर, मैं एक्चुअली आपने जो स्टेटमेंट दिया था ना अभी सीए के लिए कि 1 हफ्ते में इम्प्लीमेंट हो जाएगा, उसी पे सर कुछ सवाल लेने थे।
नहीं, वो मैंने नहीं गारंटी दिया, वो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का गारंटी है। वही गारंटी को मैंने बोला, मेरा अंदाजा है 1 हफ्ते के अंदर हो सकता है।
अच्छा, तो सर मैं बस इतना पूछना चाहती थी कि क्या गवर्नमेंट अभी रेडी है इम्प्लीमेंटेशन के लिए?
ये सब तो बात का बात है। मैं बोला जब हमने सीए को लाया है
जी,
तो माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का तो हर चीज हो रहा है
जी,
तो उसी के हिसाब से माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का गारंटी है ये
जी,
सीए भी इम्प्लीमेंट होगा।
अच्छा, तो सर जैसे पिछले बार जब सीए आया था तो काफी प्रोटेस्ट हुए थे, तो इस बार क्या पूरी तैयारी है कि पीछे नहीं हटेंगे?
पता नहीं क्या होगा, सीए तो होना ही है। ठीक है, बस वही है।
हाँ, तो सर एक आखिरी सवाल कि जैसे फार्म्स लॉज के टाइम पे गवर्नमेंट ने वापस ले लिया था, तो क्या इस बार अगर प्रोटेस्ट होंगे तो गवर्नमेंट फर्म रहेगी?
तो पता नहीं हमको, वो तो बात की बात है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जब इसको करवाया तो इम्प्लीमेंट होगा ही है, ये तो ऐसा ही है।
Moving on, Congress Mahila workers in Kerala staged protests outside the state assembly. This against the Kerala government in Thiruvananthapuram over price hike and other issues. Kerala police tried to halt the protest by using water cannons to disperse those women. Let's take a look at what had happened.
Water cannons have been used for the 3rd time in a row against the Kerala Mahila Congress protests that is ongoing outside the Legislative Assembly in Kerala. A short while ago, the Mahila Congress workers who had come to the protest site holding various utensils, demanding that the Kerala government come in terms and ensure justice for the women in the state as well. They have alleged that the state government is not doing enough. There is no stock in the supply co, the PSU, where groceries and essentials are given at a subsidized cost. A while ago, 3 rounds of water cannons have been used against these Mahila Congress protesters. In fact, they have also thrown some of these utensils back into the police. As you can see on the other side, the situation remains tense. However, the police has used water cannons and restricting itself mere water cannons. On the other side continues.
Time now for a short break. On the other side, in a big statement, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has said that UCC panel is all set to submit the draft on the 2nd of February.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
मेरी आवाज सुनाई देती है ना? अच्छा.
Prime Minister Modi addressed the 7th edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi. Students, parents and teachers from across the nation interacted with him to discuss and overcome the stress arising from examinations. Ahead of Pariksha Pe Charcha event, Prime Minister Modi inspected an exhibition at Bharat Mandapam in Delhi. UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath offered prayers at Hanumangadi Temple and Ram Janmabhoomi Temple in Ayodhya. EAM S. Jaishankar inaugurated the Indian Hotels Company Limited IHCL Skills Centre in Gujarat. In his speech, he emphasized on the growing significance of the region, noting that people from across the country visit the Statue of Unity. He encouraged hotel companies to establish establishments, commending IHCL for its commitment to establishing both a hotel and a skills centre. Patiala House Court of Delhi extended the judicial custody of NewsClick's founder and editor-in-chief Prabir Purkayast till the 17th of February. They were arrested recently by Delhi police in a case filed under the Anti-Terror Law Unlawful Activities Act, that is UAPA, following allegations that news portal NewsClick received huge sums of money for pro-China propaganda. Now for a short commercial break. On the other side, in a big statement, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has said that UCC panel is all set to submit a draft on February 2nd.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one.
A massive fire broke out in the police training school in Delhi. Eight vehicles from the fire department immediately reached the spot and brought the fire under control. Around 200 four-wheelers and 250 two-wheelers caught fire, but no casualties were reported in the incident. The cause of the fire is not yet clear, and the police are investigating the matter.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and
A very good evening and thank you for staying with us on Republic. I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. Just today after Nitish Kumar has made that big switch to the NDA, where does the INDA alliance even stand? Is there even a battle ahead for that alliance in the run-up to the Lok Sabha elections of 2024? There are reports of infighting in the Congress unit already coming in from Madhya Pradesh, from Haryana. We'll track that story and much more. The headlines first up. Under lens for alleged money laundering, the Enforcement Directorate officials conduct searches now at Hemant Soren's residence. The ED says Hemant Soren, for the moment, is quote-unquote untraceable. The Jharkhand Chief Minister says will be appearing on January the 31st. Big fight over the Union Minister's CA in the next 7 days remark. Mamata Banerjee is now calling this appeasement politics. In a big statement, the Uttarakhand Chief Minister says UCC panel to submit a draft on February the 2nd. So could there be a rollout of the UCC before the Lok Sabha elections in the state? A day after forming the government with the BJP's support, Nitish Kumar has chaired his very first cabinet meeting earlier in Patna. Situation continues to remain tense in Karnataka after a Hanuman flag was removed. Hindu groups have hit the streets in protest in Mandya. Let's get you details of what's been happening in the state of West Bengal, where there is again a showdown between the BJP and the state police. The BJP earlier has surrounded the Barakpur police station. We'll put out those images also on the screens in just a moment. The state chief, Sukanta Majumdar, actually led that entire protest. The police there also resorted to water cannons to disperse these protesters. And these are images on your screens. This apparently we're given to understand is a protest against law and order in West Bengal, but the entire protest has turned dramatic, as you can see on your screens, with these BJP Karyakartas waving their flags, also trying to break open the barricades that the police had put in place. And there has been a lot of high drama. We are still awaiting more details from our team that is tracking that story. But this is an image that's coming in just from outside the Barakpur police station, where the BJP gear out the entire police station. And later, the police using force, also water cannons, to disperse them. Let's move on to get you our next update. This is the infighting in the Punjab Congress. Navjot Singh Sidhu has skipped a Congress meeting in Amritsar for the Lok Sabha seat. He was invited for the meeting by the state party leadership. The Punjab Congress president says that the Congress invited all their leaders and workers to attend the meet, but he decided to give it a skip. I'm told Amandeep is also joining us right now on the phone line. Let's quickly get him also for more details. Amandeep, what is it that you can tell us?
Well, Dipti, Navjot Singh Sidhu is again getting dissent from the Congress party. And in fact, one after another, he was skipping the meetings that was being held by Congress in charge, Hema Yadav, regarding the Lok Sabha elections. Earlier, he skipped the meeting in Patiala, and now the latest meeting that held in Amritsar. And in fact, again, Navjot Singh Sidhu was not present in the meeting. And this time, Punjab Congress Chief Raja Vading made it very clear that Navjot Singh Sidhu has been very well informed regarding the meeting and even the agenda of the meeting as well. Just because these meetings are all related to Lok Sabha election, and Congress party is holding these meetings in every Lok Sabha constituency. Though Navjot Singh Sidhu hails from Amritsar, he is a native of Amritsar, and in fact he contested the assembly election from Amritsar seat as well, from where he has lost. And even despite having his presence in Amritsar, Navjot Singh Sidhu skipped the meeting, and in fact given no reason that why he was skipping the meeting, why he was not present in the meeting, and the leadership is not aware. And even Raja Vading, while answering the queries of the media that why Navjot Singh Sidhu was skipped the meeting, he said that Navjot Singh Sidhu is in a better position to tell why he was skipping the meetings. In Congress party is not aware what Navjot Singh Sidhu is doing. So somewhere down the line, the infighting again in the Congress party nearby the Lok Sabha elections, and again the same person, the same character, Navjot Singh Sidhu, raising his dissent voice against the Congress party state leadership, holding his own rallies, towing a separate line from the state leadership, and in fact not attending the meetings that are actually important for the Lok Sabha election. So somewhere down the line, the presence of Navjot Singh Sidhu is missing from the state Congress leadership, and in fact when it comes to the Lok Sabha elections as well. So the chapter of 2022, Dipti, is getting repeated in Punjab Congress once again. Earlier there was a situation of Navjot Singh Sidhu versus Captain Amrinder Singh. It was again Navjot Singh Sidhu who raised the void inside the Congress party, who turned dissent, who raised his query against the leadership of the captain, and in fact Congress backs him like anything, and they have pulled down Captain Amrinder Singh as Chief Minister and appointed Charanjit Singh Channi for few months. But now Navjot Singh Sidhu, once again not satisfied with the working of the state leadership of Congress party, again skipping the meetings, again with the similar attitude. And this time, well, let's wait and watch. Either the Congress is going to take any action against Navjot Singh Sidhu, or they are going to still tolerate his attitude. Yes. Yes.
All right, Amandeep, for the moment, thank you for getting us the latest. Digvijay Singh and Kamal Nath supporters have earlier clashed at the Madhya Pradesh Congress headquarters. This is what we are learning. This is the controversy amongst the Congress leaders inside the PCC office. Satyavijay will join us to get you more details. And I think before he does that, this is just a bit of what has been captured by the cameras that you see there playing out on your screens. Satyavijay is joining us on the phone line. Satyavijay, why don't you describe to us what we are seeing on our screens?
जी बिल्कुल, देखिए मध्य प्रदेश कांग्रेस में एक बार फिर गुटबाजी उजागर हुई है।
प्रदेश कांग्रेस कार्यालय में ये जो तस्वीरें हैं ये प्रदेश कांग्रेस कार्यालय की हैं, जहां पर कि दिग्विजय सिंह और कमलनाथ समर्थक जो है आपस में भिड़ गए, इनमें लात घुसे चले, कुर्सियां तक एक दूसरे पर फेंकी और जमकर यहाँ पर गालियां दी गई हैं। जो आरोप है वो कांग्रेस प्रवक्ता शहरयार खान जो है वो आरोप लगा रहे हैं कि जो प्रदीप अहिरवार है, अनुसूचित जाति के अध्यक्ष जो प्रदीप अहिरवार है, वो दिग्विजय सिंह को गाली दे रहे थे। इस बात को लेकर ये विवाद हुआ और विवाद इतना बढ़ गया कि वहां पर तमाम कांग्रेस के नेताओं के बीच कांग्रेस कार्यालय में, कांग्रेस परिसर में ही दोनों जो कांग्रेस के नेता हैं आपस में भिड़ गए। इनमें गालियां तो एक दूसरे को दी, साथ में मारपीट भी हुई, कुर्सियां तक फेंकने की नौबत आ गई। बाकी कांग्रेसी इन्हें छुड़ाते हुए नजर आए, लेकिन कह सकते हैं कि फिलहाल मध्य प्रदेश में जो स्थिति है, कांग्रेस के नेता इन वीडियो को देखने के बाद यही कहा जा सकता है कि गुटबाजी एक बार फिर उजागर हुई है। फ्रस्ट्रेशन है कांग्रेस नेताओं का कि कांग्रेस परिसर में ही एक नेता दूसरे नेता को गाली देता है और इसके बाद ये समर्थक आपस में इस तरह से भिड़ते हैं और इसकी तस्वीरें अब जमकर वायरल हो रही हैं। और इन तस्वीरों के वायरल होने के बाद बीजेपी जो है इन वीडियो के आधार पर कांग्रेस पर चुटकी ले रही है। बीजेपी का साफ तौर पर ये कहना है कि कांग्रेस का जो कल्चर है गालियों का, लात घूसे का और एक दूसरे से मारपीट का, वो एक बार फिर उजागर हुआ है।
All right, Satya Vijay, we leave it there. So there is clearly a lot of headache that the Congress party needs to deal with. On our screens, as Satya Vijay described, these are supporters of both Digvijay Singh and Kamal Nath who apparently even get into a scuffle. Do remember, this is a state that the BJP has won handsomely. The BJP has in fact retained that state for 18 long years. And this is the reason why there has been a lot of infighting in the Congress's own camp. We'll track that story and all political developments. But for the moment, we shift our focus to something that happens almost every year. This is the Pariksha Pe Charcha. This is, remember, the exam season. The Prime Minister gets down to talking to children, sharing anecdotes, sharing a lot of inspirational stories. We get you highlights of what the Prime Minister said and the moment where he says, forget about competing with anyone else. You should learn to compete with your own self.
के ऊपर कितना ही प्रिय चीजें, कितनी ही चीजें आती हो, लेकिन कुछ तो समय तय करना पड़ेगा। अगर आप, मैंने देखा है आजकल बहुत से लोगों को जब भी देखो लगे पड़े हैं। आपने देखा होगा मेरे हाथ में कभी, बहुत रेयर केस में कभी मोबाइल फोन मेरे हाथ में होता है, क्योंकि मुझे मालूम है कि मेरे समय का मुझे सर्वाधिक उपयोग क्या करना है। जबकि मैं ये भी मानता हूं कि इंफॉर्मेशन के लिए मेरे लिए एक बहुत आवश्यक साधन भी है, लेकिन उसका कैसे उपयोग करना, कितना करना, इसका मुझे विवेक होना चाहिए। नेशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी ने आपके लिए बहुत सुविधा कर दी है। आप एक क्षेत्र में बढ़ रहे हैं, लेकिन आपको कहा मन कर गया चलो एक और ट्रायल करना है, तो आप शिफ्ट कर सकते हैं, आपकी राह बदल सकते हैं। आपको किसी पर बंद रहने की जरूरत नहीं है, आप अपने आप प्रगति कर सकते हैं। और इसलिए अब शिक्षा में भी बहुत, आज मैं भी एग्जीबिशन देख रहा था, मैं देख रहा था कि बच्चों की प्रतिभा जिस प्रकार से प्रकट हुई है, प्रभाव करने वाली है। परिवार में देखोगे तो घर के 4 लोग 4 कोने में बैठे हैं और एक दूसरे को मैसेज फॉरवर्ड करते हैं, उठ करके मोबाइल नहीं दिखाते कि देख मैंने ये आया तुम देखो। क्यों? सीक्रेसी। घर के अंदर, मैंने पहले भी कहा है या दोबारा कहता हूं, नो गैजेट जोन, कि भाई ये कमरे में कोई गैजेट की एंट्री नहीं, हम बैठेंगे, बातें करेंगे, गप्पे मारेंगे। परिवार के अंदर वो ऊष्मा का वातावरण उसके लिए जरूरी है। अगर टीचर और स्टूडेंट का नाता परीक्षा के कालखंड का है, तो सबसे पहले वो नाता करेक्ट करना चाहिए। आपका स्टूडेंट्स के साथ नाता, जैसे ही आप पहले दिन, वर्ष के प्रारंभ में पहले ही दिन क्लासरूम में एंटर करते हैं, उसी दिन से एग्जाम आने तक आपका नाता निरंतर बढ़ते रहना चाहिए, तो शायद परीक्षा के दिनों में तनाव की नौबत ही नहीं आएगी। तीसरा, माँ बाप के लिए भी बहुत बड़ा चिंता का विषय है। माँ बाप हर बार अपने बच्चों को कोसते रहे, देख तू खेलता रहता है, देख वो किताबें पढ़ता है, तू ये करता रहता है, देख वो पढ़ता है, यानी वो भी हमेशा उसी का उदाहरण देते हैं। तो फिर आपके दिमाग में भी यही एक मानदंड बन जाता है। कृपा करके माँ बाप इन चीजों से बचे। कभी कभी तो मैंने देखा है कि जो माँ बाप अपने जीवन में ज्यादा सफल नहीं हुए हैं, जिनको अपने पराक्रम, अपनी सफलताएं, अपनी सिद्धियों के विषय में दुनिया को कुछ कहने को नहीं है, बताने को नहीं है, तो वे अपने बच्चों का रिपोर्ट कार्ड ही अपना विजिटिंग कार्ड बना देते हैं। किसी को मिलेंगे, अपने बच्चे की कथा सुनाएंगे। अब ये जो नेचर है वो भी एक प्रकार से बच्चे के मन में एक ऐसा भाव भर देता है कि मैं तो सब कुछ हूं, अब मुझे कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है। वो भी बहुत नुकसान करता है। आपको किस चीज की स्पर्धा है भाई? मान लीजिए 100 मार्क्स का पेपर है, अगर आपका दोस्त 90 ले गया तो क्या आपके लिए 10 मार्क बचा है क्या? आपके लिए 10 मार्क बचा है क्या? आपके लिए भी तो 100 है ना? तो आपको उससे स्पर्धा नहीं करनी है, खुद से करनी है। हम ये तो नहीं कह सकते भाई स्विच ऑफ, प्रेशर बंद, ऐसा तो नहीं कर सकते। तो हमने अपने आप को एक तो किसी भी प्रकार के प्रेशर को झेलने के लिए सामर्थ्यवान बनाना चाहिए। रोते बैठना नहीं चाहिए, मान के चलना चाहिए कि जीवन में आता रहता है, दबाव बनता रहता है, तो खुद को तैयार करना पड़ता है।
We are into a quick break right now. On the other side, under lens for alleged money laundering, ED officials have conducted searches earlier at Hema Soren's residence.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
Let's get you a quick check of other stories we are tracking for you. The Vice President earlier has visited the Sri Aurobindo Ashram in Puducherry, and he was accompanied by the LG. The Union Territory government stepped up security across the district for this visit. After the Mandya district administration brought down the Hanuman flag hoisted by the Gram Panchayat board, the locals, the BJP and the JDS protested the entire incident. The BJP and the JDS staged a protest earlier in Mandya against the removal of the Hanuman flag by the district administration. Ahead of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly polls, the Democratic Progressive Azad Party chairman Ghulam Nabi Azad promised to reintroduce the Roshni scheme if his party wins. He also said that there will be a grant of 5 madlas of land to people residing along the India-Pakistan border in Jammu and Kashmir. Union Minister Shantanu Thakur, addressing booth workers meeting in Bengal, has said that the CAA will be implemented across the state, including Bengal. He said the implementation will take place within the next 7 days. On the tea industry expectations from the interim union budget of 2024, the chairman of the Bharatiya Chai Parishad has said that subsidies cannot help an industry if it wants to be self-sustainable. He said that there should be efforts to ensure that exports are increased to help all of them. A week after the Pran Pratishtha ceremony, devotees continue to throng the Ayodhya Ram Mandir despite the challenging weather conditions. Devotees visit the Ram Mandir to seek the darshan of Ram Lalla. The Uttarakhand Chief Minister, remember, has made an important statement, and he says that on the 2nd of the next month, he's expecting that he will be receiving the draft committee report of the UCC. That is a Uniform Civil Code. So would Uttarakhand become the first state in the country to implement the UCC before the big Lok Sabha elections of 2024? Let's listen in to what he said.
UCC हमारा इस विधानसभा का जो चुनाव 2022 में उत्तराखंड का था, उसमें हमारा संकल्प था। देवभूमि उत्तराखंड की देवतुल्य जनता के सामने हमने ये अपना संकल्प रखा। उस संकल्प को पूरा करने के लिए देवभूमि की जनता ने हमको आशीर्वाद दिया, सरकार में आने का मौका दिया, और हमने ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए कमेटी का गठन किया। जस्टिस रंजना प्रकाश देसाई जी की अध्यक्षता में कमेटी बनी। कमेटी ने अपना काम पूरा कर लिया है और उन्होंने हमको बताया है कि 2 तारीख को वो हमको ड्राफ्ट दे देंगे, और उनका ड्राफ्ट देने के बाद उसका आकलन करेंगे, उसको मंत्रिमंडल में लाएंगे। उसके बाद विधानसभा में जो विधेयक बनने की दिशा में, एक्ट बनने की दिशा में जो कार्रवाई होती है, उस कार्रवाई को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
And thank you for tuning in. You're watching Live and Breaking. I'm Suesha Savan. First up, a quick check of the headlines we're tracking at this hour. Under lens for alleged money laundering, ED officials conduct searches at Soren's residence. ED says Soren untraceable. Jharkhand Chief Minister says will appear on the 31st of January. Big fight over Union Minister's CAA in next 7 days remark. Mamta calls it appeasement politics. In a big statement, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami says UCC panel to submit draft on February 2nd. A day after forming government with NDA's support, Nitish Kumar chairs first cabinet meet in Patna. Situation tensed in Karnataka after Hanuman flag was removed. Hindu groups hit the streets in protest. And we're cutting across to breaking news coming in. MHA has declared Simi unlawful association. The latest tweet that is just coming in bolstering Prime Minister Modi's vision of zero tolerance against terrorism. Students Islamic Movement of India, that is SIMI, has been declared as an unlawful association for a further period of 5 years under the UAPA. SIMI has been found involved in fomenting terrorism, disturbing peace and communal harmony, to threaten the sovereignty, security and integrity of Bharat. It's a big move by the Ministry of Home Affairs. We are yet to confirm who has put out this tweet, but this is the latest post on social media platform X. The post that reads, and I quote, bolstering Prime Minister Modi ji's vision of zero tolerance against terrorism. Students Islamic Movement of India has been declared as an unlawful association for a further period of 5 years under UAPA. SIMI has been found involved in fomenting terrorism, disturbing peace and communal harmony to threaten the sovereignty, security and integrity of Bharat.
इसके लिए पूछ रहे
Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor with us on the phone line. Abhishek, this indeed is a big move, and details of it coming in on social media posts. Take us through what you are gathering from your sources in the Ministry of Home Affairs on this declaration on SIMI.
Well, you see, Suesha, SIMI has been a banned organization for a decade and a half, and more, in fact, actually. And since then, in fact, because of the ban, it had moved into Indian Mujahideen. So they dropped the S from SIMI and from the beginning and I from the end. And the SIMI had morphed into Indian Mujahideen, which carried out those a dozen odd serial blasts across the country. And subsequently, of course, Indian Mujahideen was also effectively obliterated after a ban. And so what we are seeing today is a notification essentially following law, and because you can ban a particular organization for 5 years, like it was in the case of Popular Front of India, so in the case of SIMI, the ban essentially being reiterated and repeated and continued because SIMI remains as an ideology inimical to India's well-being, India's territorial integrity and sovereignty, and hence the ban is needed, and that's why the MHA taking this decision.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And stringent measures that are being taken against organizations of this nature by the Ministry of Home Affairs. Another step that has been taken as far as SIMI is concerned, to really understand from you, Abhishek, the crackdown on such organizations by the Government of India. All right, not too sure if Abhishek is still connected with us, but this is a big move coming in from the Ministry of Home Affairs. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has put out this post where SIMI has been declared unlawful. We are cutting across to more breaking news coming in as a day after Nitish Kumar exited the Indi bloc, Mallikarjun Kharge has ranted against the BJP and RSS. He's gone on to say that RSS and BJP are like poison. Another statement coming in from Mallikarjun Kharge against BJP, where he's gone on to term the party as poison. This after Nitish Kumar has exited the Indi bloc, which is now in shambles, and Congress party having to bear the brunt of it, as most of the regional parties, prominent players who have decided to walk out of the India alliance. Let's listen into that statement.
के जैसा है। ये लोग बहुत डेंजर है, इसीलिए उनको दूर रखो, उनको टेस्ट मत करो। हमने कहा अगर कोई ये कहता है कि भाई हम बोलते ये विष है, पॉइजन है, इसके पास मत जाओ, उसको देखो मत। अगर कोई ये भी कहता है नहीं वो विष है या नहीं, मैं जरा चाट के देखता हूं, तो क्या होगा? अरे तुम चाट के देखे तो भी मरेंगे, दूर से देखे तो उनका अन्याय अत्याचार भी तुमको मालूम होगा। तो जैसा ये आरएसएस और बीजेपी ये विष जैसे हैं, पॉइजन है, एक एक करके हमारे हकों को छीन ले रहे हैं। हम कहते हैं भाई ये विष के
Harsha is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details. Harsha, this statement was bound to come given how the Congress is really left with no options to how to revive the Indie bloc. They've tried everything possible, but now except for putting out statements like these, what do they possibly do to save this alliance?
So, Suesha, already India Alliance is going through a lot of troubles in the state of West Bengal, Punjab and Delhi, with the parties like TMC and Aam Aadmi Party not willing to contest with the grand old party, Congress Party. And this statement from Mallikarjun Kharge, Suesha, if you remember, this is not the first time when Mallikarjun Kharge has given such vicious remarks on the BJP and RSS. Earlier also, controversial statements were heard from the side of Mallikarjun Kharge. But this time, they have stooped so low and also have ranted out at BJP RSS by calling them poison. Also, Mallikarjun Kharge stated that 5 days ago only Lalu Prasad Yadav dialed Mallikarjun Kharge and hinted towards the shift by Nitish Kumar from Mahagathbandhan towards the NDA. So clearly, Grand Old Party Congress is very miffed, upset, because trouble is continuing in the Indie Alliance, because right now INDIA bloc is facing lot of difficulties and challenges when the seat sharing program is concerned. Not only this, what we are looking at is that after Nitish Kumar's exit from the Mahagathbandhan, from the Indie Alliance, Congress has no choice but to go with RJD and left parties in the state of Bihar Lok Sabha, which will again be very troublesome when the seat sharing equation will be discussed. So this is the start of the fall of the INDIA bloc, Suesha. This is what political experts in the scenarios are also quoting, that after Mamata Banerjee and Arvind Kejriwal, this is a huge setback and shock to the entire leaders and the parties of the Indie bloc. Back to you.
Absolutely, Harsha, and we continue to track all the reactions very closely. For the moment, we move on. Meanwhile, my colleague Prakash, who spoke exclusively to Bihar Deputy Chief Minister Samrat Chaudhary, let's listen in to what he had to say.
देखिए, दो चीज बड़ा स्पष्ट है। ये मेरे लिए उस समय भी भावुक था और आज भी मैं समझता हूँ। मेरी माँ जब हमको छोड़कर गई थी तो मैंने पगड़ी बांधा था, या इसको आप मुरेठा, मेरे यहाँ तो मुरेठा होता है मजदूरी। तो मजदूरी के लिए और देश के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने हमको विरोधी दल का नेता बिहार में बनाया, पार्टी का अध्यक्ष बनाया, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी का जो सम्मान था वो मेरे लिए स्पष्ट दिखता है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी मेरे लिए दूसरी माँ है। मेरी माँ तो हमको छोड़ के चली गई परलोक, लेकिन दूसरी माँ के सम्मान के लिए जब प्रदेश नेतृत्व और राष्ट्रीय नेतृत्व ने नीतीश कुमार जी के प्रस्ताव को मान लिया कि हम समझौते में जाएंगे, और 2020 के जनमत में हम एनडीए का चुनाव जीत कर आए, तो स्पष्ट तौर पर हमको लगा कि जिस पार्टी ने इतना सम्मान दिया हो, माँ के तरफ प्यार किया हो, उस पार्टी के लिए जो मेरा व्यक्तिगत निर्णय था, हमने तय किया कि अयोध्या हम चलेंगे। अयोध्या में प्रभु श्री राम, क्योंकि मैं लवकुश समाज से आता हूँ, राम के वंशज हूँ, तो अयोध्या के भव्य राम मंदिर में अपने पगड़ी को भी, मुरेठा को भी खोलूंगा और अपने सर को मुड़ाकर प्रभु श्री राम के चरणों में अर्पित करने का काम करूंगा।
सर मतलब सब पूरा बाल मुड़ा लीजिएगा आप। तो ये तो चलिए ठीक है, ये हो गई बात। ये जो पहले से चल रहा था कि दरवाजे बंद हैं, खिड़की बंद हैं, सब लोग बोल रहे थे, लेकिन अचानक से क्या ऐसी बात आ गई तुरंत 2-4 दिन में कि फैसले हो गए और तुरंत आप लोग गए दिल्ली, बुलावा आया, फिर सरकार का गठन हो गया, नीतीश जी इधर आ गए। नीतीश जी को क्या दिक्कत हो गई थी वहां?
देखिए, पूरी तरह राजद के लोग, नीतीश जी को ऐसे पुराना अनुभव था, वो जान रहे थे, तो भी जो स्थिति उत्पन्न हुई, एक तो जेडीयू को लगातार लोग तोड़ना चाहते थे, विकास को बाधित करना शुरू किए, भ्रष्टाचार बढ़ रहा था, लोग अत्याचार करने का प्रयास कर रहे थे। तो जो स्थिति उत्पन्न हुई उसमें बिहार भाजपा के लिए एकदम स्पष्ट संदेश था कि बिहार को बचाना है, बिहार के विकास की गति को बढ़ाना है, बिहार के विकास को रुकने नहीं देना है। तो जब नीतीश बाबू का प्रस्ताव आया, आदरणीय नीतीश जी का, तो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के नेतृत्व ने हम लोगों से भी बात किया और हम लोगों से राय लिया, पूरा प्रदेश ने सहमति दिया और प्रदेश के सलाह पर केंद्रीय नेतृत्व ने कहा कि एकदम जाना।
जी ने ये कहा कि राजद जदयू को तोड़ना चाहता था।
एकदम जो स्वरूप है वो स्पष्ट दिखता है कि लगातार वो इस काम में राष्ट्रीय जनता दल के लगे हुए थे। इसलिए आज देखते होंगे आप रोज कि भ्रष्टाचार के युवराज लगातार ये बोल रहे हैं कि अभी खेला होना बाकी है। लेकिन हम लोग जानते हैं राजनीति में नए आए हैं तेजस्वी यादव, बच्चे हैं, उनको खिलौना भी हम लोग देंगे, चिंता नहीं कीजिए।
And the latest update coming in the Hema Soren case, we're gathering details of how Joint Director rank officer has now entered Hema Soren's Delhi residence. Remember, searches that were on since 7 a.m. this morning at his Delhi residence, and crucial documents that were recovered by the Enforcement Directorate officials who were conducting these searches that continue. And they were conducted on the basis of fresh inputs. Now, the latest being that Joint Director rank officer is at Hema Soren's Delhi residence. Piyush is joining us live to give us the latest on what is happening at Hema Soren's Delhi residence. Piyush, is the ED upping the ante? We are hearing that a senior officer who just entered his premises, what's happening there?
Well, Sushil, what I can tell you is that the Enforcement Directorate has upped its ante ever since they have begun to investigate this case. However, today there has been a very dramatic development over here at the residence of Hema Soren in Delhi. And here you can see from the visuals that have been given to you by my video journalist Vijay Ranbir that yes, the Enforcement Directorate officials are still there inside the residence of Hema Soren. In fact, while I'm speaking to you, you rightly mentioned that one officer of the rank of Joint Director had also entered into the house some time back. And he's also, along with his team, is investigating and probing some important leads of the alleged corruption case in which the Enforcement Directorate is questioning several other people and in which the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hema Soren is under the scanner. Now, ever since this case has enveloped, ever since this case has been investigated by the Enforcement Directorate, there have been several summons which have been skipped by Hema Soren, the Chief Minister of Jharkhand. In fact, over the 10 summons which have been given to him, he has only adhered to one of the summons. Today also, there was a speculation that perhaps he will be presenting himself for the questioning. However, that did not occur. And from the time 7 o'clock in the morning, there has been a lot of hustle bustle. In fact, while I speak, I would again just request my video journalist Vijay Ranbir to just show the visuals over here, because from 7 a.m. There has been a lot of movement of the Enforcement Directorate officials inside and outside the house. In fact, what we have also been told by the sources is that there have also been some very important documents that have been taken away from the house. However, the key question is that today also the Enforcement Directorate did not get an opportunity to question Hemant Soren, the Chief Minister. The unprecedented event which occurred was that for a long time, and we really do not know that the Chief Minister, a person who is being elected at a constitutional post, he is untraceable. No one knows where he right now is. So today is a very unprecedented situation. We really do not know where the Chief Minister is. However, the key development which in this case has come in is that on 31st of January, the Chief Minister office has now given a mail to Enforcement Directorate in which they have stated that yes, there is a possibility that the Chief Minister might present himself for the questioning. Will he adhere to that summon or not? Only time will tell. But today there has been a very significant development. There has been a lot of hustle and bustle. From 7 a.m. there has been a lot of movement of the Enforcement Directorate officials. And amid all this, I can tell you that the Chief Minister of Jharkhand, the person who is at a high constitutional post, is untraceable. Back to in the studio. Is untraceable. Back to in the studio.
All right, Piyush, to stay on with us, Shravan is also joining us on the broadcast. Shravan, is the ED going to continue with the searches tomorrow as well?
Well, in fact, Suesha, as far as the searches that are being carried out here at the national capital pertaining to the Chief Minister's residence, it turns out that the Enforcement Directorate says that they've come across fresh evidence regarding the alleged involvement of the Jharkhand Chief Minister in the illegal mining scam. Let's just quickly jog the memories of our viewers with regards to what is it that they found in the past where there is an alleged link that has surfaced. This is with regards to a government file. In fact, we're given to understand that this file was recovered from the residence of Prem Prakash, who happens to be the chartered accountant. Also is a private person from whose residence a file was recovered. It all started with multiple FIRs that were registered by the Jharkhand police itself. A total of 125 FIRs have been registered so far by the state police in the illegal mining scam, a few of which was taken up by the Enforcement Directorate, which led to the arrest of one Pankaj Mishra and also a local criminal who goes by the name of Hema Yadav. The allegation was that in Sahibganj district itself, there was large-scale mining that was going on. In fact, they say that a cartel that basically operated out of the political patronage that was allegedly given by the Jharkhand Chief Minister himself. Now, in the charge sheet that has been filed so far by the Enforcement Directorate, they make a mention of the fact that there has been an NGT order, National Green Tribunal's order with regards to illegal mining that has taken place. Photographs that have been attached to the charge sheet, which basically indicates that there has been large-scale mining over a period of just about 2 years itself. Now, the allegation here is that the proceeds of crime that was generated, the beneficiary happens to be none other than the Jharkhand Chief Minister himself. This is an allegation which has been completely refuted by the Chief Minister. He says, first of all, there is no link with the private person who has been arrested by the Enforcement Directorate. The biggest catch in this particular case has been that of Pankaj Mishra, who is considered to be a close aide of the Chief Minister. It is from his residence where these government documents were actually recovered. In fact, there have also some recoveries with regards to bank accounts where the money, the proceeds of crime were being diverted. Multiple accounts were actually floated is what we are given to understand, and we are simply going by the details that have been put out by the Enforcement Directorate in the first charge sheet that was filed by them, where they make a mention of the Chief Minister himself. So far, remember, the Chief Minister has not been named as an accused in this particular case. Having said that, during the course of the investigation, this investigation has been going on for almost over 2 years now. They say that they have come across fresh evidence about the alleged involvement of the Jharkhand Chief Minister, the very fact that he allowed this cartel to operate, this very cartel that was generating several commission, and this commission was being pocketed by a certain few, leading to a situation where the Chief Minister and his close aides were benefiting out of the illegal mining scam that was being carried out in the state of Jharkhand. And this perhaps aggravated during the very period when the Jharkhand Chief Minister Hemant Soren took to the reins, and more importantly, it was him who allowed these very companies to operate. Licenses were also given to a select few, those who were considered to be a close aide of the Chief Minister.
Absolutely. Shravan, we track the story very, very closely to what Hemant Soren's next step will be, and most importantly, how the ED will continue with its searches. But will Hemant Soren face the ED officials on the 31st January is the big question. On that note, we have to slip into a very short commercial break as we continue to get you details. Also, a quick check of what's lined up on the other side. In a big statement, Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has said that UCC panel is all set to submit the draft on February 2nd.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bhupa Studio, your one stop for all the...
Thank you for staying with Republic. And well, Indian Army Chief General Manoj Pandey has said that the line of actual control remains stable but is sensitive. He added that talks and dialogue both at the military level as well as on the diplomatic level have been underway with China. Listen in.
The situation along the line of actual control, I would say, remains stable, but is sensitive. In the last 1 year or thereabouts, we haven't had any more friction areas in this. In terms of our efforts at resolution, our talks and dialogue, both at the military level as well as at the diplomatic level, continue with the adversary. We have had total of 20 senior higher military commander levels meetings and 14 WMCC meetings since April of 2020. So the means of these talks, we hope and we are hopeful that we'll find a resolution to the balance two issues. In terms of what is our preparedness levels, I would say our deployment remains robust as well as balanced.
Time now for a short commercial break. On the other side, it is a big statement by Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami saying UCC panel is all set to submit draft on the 2nd of February.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla. This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking news updates, and I am Nikita Sahai.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studio, your one-stop for all the breaking updates. I am Rashtriya Mishra.
This is Republic Niva Bupa Studios, your one-stop destination for all the breaking news updates, and I am Shivangi Shukla.
यूसीसी हमारा इस विधानसभा का जो चुनाव 2022 में उत्तराखंड का था, उसमें हमारा संकल्प था देवभूमि उत्तराखंड की देवतुल्य जनता के सामने हमने ये अपना संकल्प रखा। उस संकल्प को पूरा करने के लिए देवभूमि की जनता ने हमको आशीर्वाद दिया, सरकार में आने का मौका दिया और हमने ड्राफ्ट बनाने के लिए कमेटी का गठन किया। जस्टिस रंजना प्रकाश देसाई जी की अध्यक्षता में कमेटी बनी। कमेटी ने अपना काम पूरा कर लिया है और उन्होंने हमको बताया है कि 2 तारीख को वो हमको ड्राफ्ट दे देंगे और उनका ड्राफ्ट देने के बाद उसका आकलन करेंगे, उसको मंत्रिमंडल में लाएंगे। उसके बाद विधानसभा में जो विधेयक बनने की दिशा में, एक्ट बनने की दिशा में जो कार्रवाई होती है, उस कार्रवाई को हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे।
The INDA alliance is in shambles after Nitish Kumar exits the alliance. Congress and fighting has escalated in Punjab, also in Madhya Pradesh. Congress's Mallikarjun Kharge sparks a row amidst this implosion. He alleges the RSS and the BJP are like quote-unquote poison. The Enforcement Directorate says Hema Soren is untraceable. The Jharkhand Chief Minister says will appear before the agency on January the 31st. A day after forming the government with the BJP's support, Nitish Kumar has chaired the first cabinet meet in Patna. Big fight over the Union Minister's CAA. In the next 7 days' remark, Mamata Banerjee is calling this appeasement politics. In a big statement, the Uttarakhand Chief Minister says UCC panel to submit the draft on February the 2nd. Tension over the removal of Hanuman flag escalates. Pro-Hindu groups, BJP leaders have called for a bandh in Monday. A very good evening and thank you for staying with us on Republic. I'm Deepthi Sachdeva. We begin with our focus on a lot of politics ever since the exit of Nitish Kumar from the INDA alliance. Remember, it's just been a little over 24 hours and there are reports of Congress's own infighting now coming in from states of Madhya Pradesh and Punjab. In the meantime, Rahul Gandhi has moved into the state of Bihar that now has the NDA government in place. But also down south, there are reports of a huge political showdown right now between the Congress that is ruling the state and the BJP and the JDS combined. This is about a Hanuman flag in the Mandya district of Karnataka, and that's the first breaking update we begin the show with. And we also have Prajwal who's joining us live, but the entire row over the Hanuman flag has been escalated after there are certain groups who allege that they weren't allowed to furl this Hanuman flag there. In fact, they were asked to pull this down. Instead, the government says that this is a provocation and there is a political tint to the entire protest. Let's see if we can get in Prajwal with us, who's been tracking that story. Prajwal, what more you can tell us of what really has happened through the day? Now, what is the truth also in what the government maintains? That this is a provocation ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, and have the BJP and the JDS come out openly in support of this Hindu group?
Deepthi, to answer your last question first here, yes, absolutely, the BJP and the JDS have come out in open support of all these pro-Hindu groups as well as the organizations who had in fact gone ahead.
Rashtrapati Bhavan is, and we saw the carcade coming down. It was flanked on either side by the north and south blocks. And here slowly coming to a halt. Anticipation now increasing. The ceremony is about to begin in a short while from now, after the arrival of the President of India.
गणतंत्र का उत्सव है, लोकतंत्र की धूम है। हमारे राष्ट्रीय पर्व, गण्यमान्य व्यक्तियों की उपस्थिति इसकी गरिमा में वृद्धि करते हुए और आगमन देश के प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी का, उनकी अगवानी की गई रक्षा मंत्री, रक्षा राज्य मंत्री, रक्षा सचिव, सीडीएस और तीनों सेनाध्यक्ष द्वारा।
Today, magnificent heritage steeped in history and perfect protocol. As the dignitaries here now await the arrival of the Vice President of India, today we shall see the euphoric elixir of martial music will make hands, heads and hearts move in rhythmic synergy. And present here at the venue, so many pairs of hands and so many anticipation-filled heads, and of course, so many hearts filled with love for the country. The surroundings will resonate with the coming together of nearly 1,000 bandsmen. And here we can see the President of India, Srimati Draupadi Murmu, now departing from Rashtrapati Bhavan for Vijay Chowk as the chief guest of today's ceremony.
दरबार हॉल से राष्ट्रपति जी प्रस्थान कर रही हैं राष्ट्रपति भवन के प्रांगण की ओर अग्रसर। उनके साथ हैं राष्ट्रपति के सैन्य सचिव मेजर जनरल रंजीत सिंह मनराल, उप सैन्य सचिव ग्रुप कैप्टन अभय अरुण फंटसालकर, एडीसी लेफ्टिनेंट कमांडर सनिल परुलेकर और मेजर अविनाश छेत्री।
The President of India, the Supreme Commander of the Indian Armed Forces and the first citizen of the nation. The stately forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan, lined with trees and water channels, and this T-shaped forecourt is used for ceremonial occasions. The 31 North steps going down to the forecourt. The President's bodyguard will give the salute.
विजय चौक, जहां पर आगमन हो रहा है देश के माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री जगदीप धनखड़ का। देश के माननीय उपराष्ट्रपति श्री जगदीप धनखड़ और उनकी पत्नी डॉक्टर सुदेश धनखड़।
Exiting the forecourt of Rashtrapati Bhavan, the President's bodyguard, and this beautiful gate looks like lace and filigree from a distance, the iron gates, and the President's bodyguard, the PBG Commandant Colonel Amit Berwal, astride his Mount Glorious, and the second in command, Lieutenant Colonel Ramakant Yadav, astride his mount, Sultan, the senior-most regiment of the Indian Army. In fact, this year's Republic Day celebrations is very special for this elite regiment, as the Angrakshak have completed 250 years of service since their raising in 1773. Excellent military traditions and professionalism, and in the words of the President herself, the Supreme Commander of the BBG, they are the flag bearers of the rich heritage and military culture of our land with discipline.
माननीय राष्ट्रपति का काफिला राष्ट्रपति भवन की ओर से रायसीना पहाड़ी से होता हुआ विजय चौक की ओर अग्रसर। इनके घुड़सवार अंगरक्षक कमांडेंट कर्नल अमित बेरवाल की कमान में। और आज के समारोह में अगर हम बात करें संगीत की तो इसके प्रिंसिपल कंडक्टर हैं लेफ्टिनेंट कर्नल विमल जोशी, स्पेशल कंडक्टर मेजर SR भुसाल, स्पेशल कंडक्टर एयरफोर्स फ्लाइट लेफ्टिनेंट लईमा बोकपम रूपा चंद्रा सिंह, ब्यूगलर्स नायब सूबेदार उमेश कुमार, CAPF बैंड कांस्टेबल GD रानी देवी, पाइप्स एंड ड्रम्स बैंड सूबेदार मेजर राजेंद्र सिंह, एयरफोर्स बैंड वारंट ऑफिसर अशोक कुमार PSM, नेवल बैंड M एंटनी MCBO म्यूजिशियन 2 और आर्मी बैंड सूबेदार मेजर मोती लाल।
Also to share with you viewers, tradition of the past finding new life this year, President Draupadi Murmu is reviving a tradition after more than 4 decades, opting to arrive in this majestic horse-pulled buggy, adding a touch of historical grandeur to the celebration. And for drawing the buggy, the selection of the troopers was to wear the scarlet winter ceremonials and ride 2 bay-coloured mounts. And these horses, which are bred at the Army's remount and veterinary corps depots, undergo rigorous and vigorous training to also acclimatize themselves to various sounds of armour and audience sounds. Buglers heralding the arrival of the President of India.
विजय चौक पर आगमन हो रहा है। तीनों सेनाओं की सर्वोच्च कमांडर, देश की प्रथम नागरिक, भारत की माननीय राष्ट्रपति श्रीमती द्रौपदी मुर्मू का। उनकी अगवानी की गई और अब राष्ट्रीय सैल्यूट और राष्ट्रगान।
देश की महामहिम राष्ट्रपति जी का आगमन और यहाँ उपस्थित अन्य गणमान्य लोगों का अभिवादन स्वीकारते हुए The President's bodyguard will now be lined up in review order for national salute. कमांडेंट पीपीजी के आदेश पर अब राष्ट्रीय सैल्यूट होगा, राष्ट्रगान बजाया जाएगा एवं राष्ट्र ध्वज फहराया जाएगा. Ladies and gentlemen, you are all requested to rise. Those in uniform will salute. अब प्रेसिडेंट बॉडीगार्ड द्वारा राष्ट्रीय सैल्यूट होगा, राष्ट्रगान बजाया जाएगा तथा राष्ट्र ध्वज फहराया जाएगा. आप सबसे आग्रह अपने अपने स्थान पर खड़े हो जाएं, वर्दीधारी सैल्यूट करें.
Young